All right. Here we are, man. Welcome back to another episode of the Market and the Game podcast, man. A father and son duo offering real perspectives on investing, sports, and everything in between. In the market is about timing. In the game is about execution. And in life is about mastering both. From trade plays to game days, we're exploring the mindset, moves, and mastery behind success and money in sports. All right, man. Now I know I might say this every time, but we got a jam-packed show for y'all tonight. So we gonna just get into it, man. And we gonna just start off with Thursday night, bro. Thursday night we
Thursday
gonna
night.
Thursday night, and that was Rams Seahawks. Rams ended up overcoming. Seahawks ended up overcoming a 16-point deficit to come back and win. Really, both QBs were slaying it. Puka Nacua had a career day, went crazy. Jackson Smith and Jigba had some great plays. What was the biggest takeaway in your opinion?
Puka. Puka. You know, he's showing how serious he is. That was the biggest takeaway with me. You know what I'm saying? Seeing him dominate like he was dominating. Shit, I'm like, damn, that nigga Puka really like that? Cause I don't really watch a lot of Rams games. You know what I'm saying? But I hear, you hear about him. Top 100. You know what I'm saying? He doing this shit. But to see him really put it down like that, I was like, damn. All right. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, Puka. Shit. That was the biggest takeaway for me, man. And the Rams trying to get there, bro. They trying to get there. They I'm not gonna say they um under the radar, but they not really, you don't really talk about them like you talk about how we used to talk about the Chiefs and the Eagles and some of those front runners. You see what I'm saying? That you used to seeing. The Rams kind of they've been mentioned but slightly under the radar. But shit, it's coming to that crunch time now. So you really got to fear them boys, man, because Matthew Stafford he done it before already. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, Puka was my biggest takeaway because I really
Yeah.
hadn't seen him shine like that. I heard about him doing this thing, but I never really seen it watching the game. You know what I'm saying? So that was what it was.
Yeah. Puka, 12 catches, 225 yards, 2 touchdowns. So yeah, he definitely showed that he's one of the best in the league. Cause the Rams, I don't think the Rams DBs are terrible. I don't think the Rams defense is terrible. As a unit, you know what I'm saying? They're 11 and what? They're 11 and 4 for a reason. They can't be too bad. As far as being like mentioned and going under the radar, they do have a quarterback that's I feel that's still front runner for MVP.
Yeah, well, yeah, especially considering me. I thought that, but you might want to hang it up because in the off season, mini camp, training camp, all that, he ain't participate in none of that shit.
Yeah, he was dealing with a back injury.
Yeah, off season, you ain't even go through training camp. Did he play in the preseason? I don't think he played in the preseason.
No, I don't think he played in the preseason.
You see what I'm saying? So you were going through a back injury the whole off season. You ain't getting no work, period. And it got to the point where he had to take an epidural.
Yeah, I did hear that.
You see what I'm saying? So I'm like,
Yeah.
man, god damn, bro, you got to take that. It might need to be time, man, bro. You know what I'm saying? That shit ain't worth your livelihood. But
Um,
shit, I don't know. That might have been some false rumors or something because he ain't look like he need no fucking epidural.
facts. He ain't look like that since the start of the season.
Yeah, man, that might have been just somebody had a bad source or something,
Yeah,
putting
they
that
was
bad
just
low out.
covering for him so he could rest that on for the off season.
Probably
Man,
so.
but same thing happened. What last year? Jamar didn't participate for a different reason, but Jamar didn't go to OTAs off season minicamp, and he won a triple crown.
Yeah, but that's a different position. That's wide receiver. All you gotta do is run your routes. We
Ah,
talking
come
about.
on.
I'm just saying though. We talking about a quarterback that got to be able to read the defense. I gotta know where all my guys gonna be on offense. I don't have no work with them this off season. My arm is rusty and probably tired. You see what I'm saying? And then the story they putting out is that he got a bad back. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I think I don't think it carry the same weight as if Jamar Chase don't play. I mean, don't do nothing the whole off season. Then he got to go out there and run his routes. You
I
see what I'm
mean,
saying?
I don't. I'm not arguing with you because I play quarterback, so I'm not arguing with you. All I'm saying is, but I'm not gonna say. I will say that wide receiver is it ain't no slouch position. At wide receiver, you gotta read the defense too. You can't just go out there and run a route not knowing if they in man or zone. If they in zone, where your holes at, where you can sit down so the quarterback can get you the ball. You feel what I'm saying?
You
Um,
could, you
no
could,
man, no.
yes, you could. They got dudes out there right now that
And they
don't
probably
know
don't
what's
play that
happening.
much. And they probably don't play that much, or they play for one of them not so good organizations right now.
They got dudes out there right now. Him and the quarterback ain't on the same page. Quarterback thought he gonna sit in the zone. He kept his ass going. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, Mike, but you is right though. They should know that. You see what I'm saying? They supposed to know that. It's part of your position requirements to know, especially if you want to be the best. But we
And
we done
all,
seen some niggas run through the zone. Man, just sit down, dude. You right there.
all in all, though, ain't nothing like that. Ain't nothing like that. That on field action. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you can train all you want, but ain't nothing like that. One human being trying to move another against their will.
Uh,
Uh, but yeah, Puka surprised. I mean, like, he didn't surprise me, but I liked what I saw from Puka too. Like you say, I don't really watch a lot of Rams games. So yeah, seeing that in person for one of the first times, it I I was impressed. I'm not gonna lie, I was impressed. The way he was getting open, beating DBs, beating whoever was on him slot outside. I mean, and he a
yeah.
physical receiver. He a,
Yeah,
he
he
a
physical.
physical receiver. He
But
physical as hell.
he don't seem fast or quick. You know what I'm
Not
saying?
at all.
He gonna route your ass up and he
Yep.
gonna debo you if he got to.
That's like he do remind me a little bit of Cooper Cup with his route running. How Cooper Cup was getting open that year. But okay, so I want to bring this up. Is it the receivers or is it that Sean McVay scheme with them receivers with his number one receiver?
I see what you're saying. I think it's a little bit of both.
A little bit of both.
Yeah, but I think you still gotta be somewhat of a dude.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, they do got another dude in front of you that's getting paid millions. You see what I'm saying? And sometimes they put another dude on top of you that's getting paid millions on top of that. So
yeah.
you
And Pook,
got a $20 million man going against you know $40 million worth of players on the other side. You see what I'm saying? And
yeah,
getting their ass cooked every time. you know?
Sports.
Yeah, man. Some of it is scheme, but I think some of it is the player too because you got to be that dude, bro. 'Cause they gonna man your ass up. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? They go play over the top. Even if they playing zone, they go still trying to limit ability in certain areas. You know what I'm saying? And this dude, whenever you're able to get open consistently like that, no matter the coverage,
Yeah, because
it got to be some ability with that.
yeah, yeah, you're right on that one. Because he was even doing this his rookie year when Cooper Kupp still was still there.
Yeah.
So it ain't just the number one receiver. So yeah,
Yeah.
he been doing this thing. He finna get paid too.
Yeah, he finna get it dropped off on.
Yeah, he about to get paid. But yeah, the Seahawks ended up coming back on winning that game 38-37. Did you see that 2-point conversion? Matter of fact,
The 2-point conversion in the
bruh,
Seahawks game.
he threw the ball. Hold up, matter of fact, I can't. Hold up, can I? Yes, I can. Hold on. Hold on.
The 2-point conversion in the Seahawks. And
Rams game.
oh yeah.
Hold on, I'm about to just show it right quick.
Yeah, yeah. Is that the one I'm thinking about? That's the one
Same.
where they he where they thought he was tackled, but he wasn't, and he kind of pitched it back. Is that the one? Cause then they had some
No,
shit going on this week.
no, they had it was when he threw the ball backwards and he got tipped. Hold on, I'm about to show you. Hold on.
Yeah,
I'm
show
about
me,
to
bro.
show you.
I got too much shit in my.
You can see
The
that. You can see
receivers
that.
in the
You can
left.
see that clear.
Blow that bitch up a little bit. Okay, go ahead and run it.
Motion like that, it looked like
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
it looked
Yeah, but
like okay. That's nothing.
It is.
That's still crazy.
They had another one. Who that was? Well, damn, man, what game was that? It was sad. Or was it? It wasn't Monday, was it? Nah.
Who
It
was
wasn't last night. It was Sunday. It might have been a Sunday night game. One of them games. Um, the quarterback threw it. I think it's the wide receiver or the running back. Somebody had it. They got tackled. I think it was the running back had it. He got tackled right by the goal line. They kind of pushed him back, right?
mm-hmm.
And as he falling, he pitched it to the quarterback. The quarterback caught that bitch and dived into the end zone. Touchdown. And they needed that to win the game. The Steelers game. That was the Steelers game.
It was a Steelers game. I was finna say that sounded like something that happened in the Detroit game.
It was the Steelers game. Yeah. And they needed that to win the game.
And
You
that's
know,
how they
they
won.
nope, they lost. They lost that bitch, bro. Because they deemed it. They deemed it. Peep this out. It's crazy, bro. They deemed it that the running back or the wide receiver, whoever had caught the ball, they wasn't down. So the pitch was legal.
Mm-hmm.
The quarterback caught the ball on the pitch, dived in that bitch. Touchdown is legal.
But how
But
they
the
lost?
offensive pass interference,
Oh my gosh, man!
no touchdown. I say, oh shit. They fucked over the fans, bro. Because the way he said it because after he came out and he was like, the ruling on the field, touchdown is good. And everybody like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Then he was like, penalty on the play though, you know what I'm saying? Offensive pass interference. Touchdown is good, offensive pass interference. Touchdown is no good. Pittsburgh was like, damn. That was crazy, bro. It was crazy, bro. That
That's crazy.
was the Steelers game, man. I think that put Mike Tomlin over the top. Another winning season. You
They
know?
ain't had no faith in him either.
What, having a winning season?
Mm-hmm.
Shit, I
With
did.
this team, the way that offense was looking, I ain't gonna lie, I kind of didn't.
I was saying from day one, the Steelers ain't gonna lose, bro. They can't lose with Aaron Rodgers. They not gonna lose.
Bro, the way that offense,
They not gonna lose.
they
They not
look
gonna have a
like,
losing season.
bro, they play like a break offense. Their offense is a break offense.
Yeah, I mean, you would think it'd be more potent than it is with Aaron Rodgers, DK. You know what I'm
But
saying?
that's all they got though.
Yeah,
That's all they got.
that's why they loaded up on defense.
And that's why they on offense they go all them tight ends and put DK out there. Cause the rest of you trash.
Yeah, it be like that sometimes.
But I mean,
Then
hey,
they not
I
gonna have
applaud.
DK for the next 2 games.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, DK tried to punch him one.
Yeah, he definitely tried. He
Yeah,
missed him.
he
He
missed
missed
him.
him by B's dick.
He missed
He
him. He tried
missed
to
him.
punch
But
on one of them. It's like, man, this dude tripping, man.
jeez. You
I
think
don't
buddy
know
you
what
think
old boy
buddy
said, huh?
you think buddy gonna sue him?
Hell yeah, he got an attorney. Yeah, he got an attorney. You know he about to try to get a few dollars out of that situation. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what he said, but them dudes. Now the report says that DK had problems with him in Seattle too, with the same dude. You see what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
you know whatever he's saying, it ain't what's out. You see what I'm saying? The shit he's saying is provoking like a mother.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but you know, man, well, you just can't, you just can't put your hands on the fans, or you just can't, leave your bench and walk back there and do that. You know what I'm saying? So it looked
Yeah, man.
bad. It looked bad, but if any of us was in that situation, you know what I'm saying, and he's saying the same shit he's saying. Now we don't know what he's saying, but we know what he's saying. You see what I'm saying? You ain't just talking no regular fan shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can't say if I was in that position, I wouldn't try to punch him in this shit.
I was about to say the same thing. That's easier said than done.
Yeah. The
Shit.
only thing would have stopped me if I would have thought about my bag, or if somebody would have reminded me, hey man, that shit ain't working. It ain't worth your bread, bro. It ain't worth, you know what I'm saying, getting in trouble and jeopardizing your money. If somebody would have one of the players or whatever, hey man, don't even worry about it, bro. You got too
Right, cause
much to
didn't he
lose.
hold on, cause didn't he just walk over there calmly? Hold on. Cause where was security?
No security or nothing. In the clips I saw on ESPN, no security or nothing. They just replaying the clip of him grabbing no ball. He got his hand on him, and then he kind of, try to give him a
All
little
right,
rabbit punch.
but I want to see before he got over there. That's what I'm looking for. A video
No,
before he
I haven't seen it.
like, cause he had to walk over there. Where in the hell is security? Somebody.
But
I
shit,
got one. Hold on. I got one.
he got like 40 mil on the line now. He already got to come off for a half a mil, because he gonna miss the 2 games because NFL denied the appeal.
Oh yeah, they definitely denying that shit.
Yeah, so he already got a half a mil coming off the board, and now because that could be deemed as go ahead and play it. GK, don't sign it. GK, don't sign it. GK, he about to throw that motherfucker away.
You just see Yup, 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 yup. Damn.
Yeah. Yeah, but see that incident too is one of those personal conduct situations. Like if you get suspended or whatever, that's a breach in your contract. They could void off his guaranteed money. So he got 40 million a guarantee for 45 million a guaranteed money left that the team could void off if they wanted to because of this shit right here. You know what I'm saying? They probably not though.
How many years? How many more years he got in the contract? 2?
I don't know. At 45 million, I would think about two. Because them boys getting paid about 20 something million a year. So I think about two, but I don't think they gonna do it because fuck, you just got the man. You just gave him a new contract. You know what I'm saying? Plus at the same time, you know, DK ain't no bad dude in the locker room. You know what I'm saying? He ain't no fucked up teammate. So I don't see them wanting to use this, you know, as a reason to get from under the contract. You see what I'm saying? Nah,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
yeah.
see it.
He signed 4 years though, in March of this year.
4 years, so
So
shit, he got three left.
so that shit he got 60 million guaranteed at his signing.
He got
I ain't counting that.
45 left.
I ain't counting that many pockets. Yeah. I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you. Depending on, I mean, bruh, I avoid that 40 million.
If you was the team, you avoid the 40 mil
Hear
for
me
what?
out. Hear me
Yeah,
out.
I'm
Hear me
I'm
out. Stay with
listening.
me
I
now.
want to hear it.
Stay with me now.
I got you, Ocho.
So he ain't gonna like it. DK ain't gonna like it, right?
The damn right he ain't. That's why. That's
But
why I'm listening to see what's your reasoning. What's up? What's up?
I pull a Jerry Jones on his ass. You under contract, so you gotta be here, right? Then I'm gonna use the rest of that 40 million and I'm gonna go get some more players on offense to help this offense. And maybe you might not what?
Go ahead.
What?
I'm gonna let you finish, man. I'm gonna let you finish
May-
before I tell this
maybe
fucking
you
office up.
maybe 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 you might not see the bigger picture now. But like some Jerry Jones shit, bro, when he traded back in the day when he traded Herschel Walker. Herschel Walker. Yeah, bro. Blockbuster trade. You know what I'm saying? Hey,
Uh-huh.
I pull it off me. But look, that ain't even no trade. I'm just voiding his contract. You breached your contract. I ain't make you do that. I just found a crack. You know what I'm saying? And I opened it. You cracked the door. I stuck my foot in. And I kept it open and I opened it. You know what I'm saying? So if you let me put that in your contract, if you breach contract, I could potentially void 40 million.
Well, that's what it is
One?
about the contract.
Oh, okay. I ain't know.
Yeah. So you
Oh,
still avoiding? You sticking to
fine
that?
right. Hell
Okay, all
yeah.
right, let me know when you finish.
Hell
Get this
yeah.
bat up and tear this bitch
I'm
up.
like I said, bro, I'm going to get somebody to help this offense, but I'm going to get somebody to put on the opposite side of you. I'm going to get us a real
What,
tight
what?
end.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm listening to you, motherfucker.
Yeah. Gonna get us a real tight end. Contract got to be cut somewhere, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it just so happened, too bad, so sad it had to be you. You know what I'm saying? If you would have kept your cool, you would still have your 40 million. And Aaron,
Yeah,
oh, we need a backup for Aaron. I'm done, bro. Go ahead.
yeah. See, I'm not even feeling none of that. You see what I'm
Hey,
saying?
bro.
I ain't feeling none of that because first of all, I want to know this. If you void the 40 mil, am I still obligated to stay here for 3 years? So basically, I'm on a year-to-year contract. They used to have guaranteed money on it, but it don't have no guarantees no more. That's basically what it is now.
We can work something out if we see if we see your mindset change, because we heard the same, we heard rumblings of this from Seattle. Now this ain't new. This ain't new. Yeah, your past follow you. This ain't new. So if we see a changed behavior, then yeah, we can talk about getting you some more guarantees. But this ain't new. We knew this upon you signing. We knew this was, you know what I'm saying. But you was just the best thing we had out there. You was just the best thing available at the time, and you were damn good at your job.
I tell you what, you know what? That's what y'all doing. You gonna void my 40 mil. All
Look, that's all you can say.
right,
You can pull or we could pull a Jerry Jones, Trayvon Diggs. You saying you healthy, and I'm saying you ain't healthy enough. Which way you want to go?
well, games gonna be played. Games
Yeah,
gonna be
okay,
played,
okay.
and I'm not talking about on the field. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, Lord.
Games gonna be played because guess what? You know, I can still get my bag and not play. You know what I'm saying? Cause man, you know my back been hurting. You know how my shoulders and them bitches.
Oh, so
You
you
know
gonna
what I'm
pull up
saying?
Micah Parsons?
I'm gonna pull whatever I gotta pull. You pulling what you gotta pull. So I gotta pull what I gotta pull. Shit. You might get 6, 7 games out of me next year.
Brandon Ayuk, huh?
Straight up.
Wait, Kyle Shanahan say I ain't seen him in the film.
Ain't no sense in going out there, man. 100%. You see what I'm saying? If I ain't 100%, shit.
I hope DK keep that money though, bro.
I think they go. I don't think they go void it, bro, because especially with this situation having a history. You know what I'm saying? With old boy
Yeah,
antagonizing
yeah,
this
yeah.
man, all the way in fucking Seattle. And you come over here doing the same shit, like, come on, man. Come on, bro. You filing me. I ain't filing you. You know what I'm saying? So,
Nah, for real though.
but hopefully it be all right. That's part of M's, Mike.
Yeah, he gonna be all right, bro. Hey, man, he gotta think. Hey, he gotta think about that. I know it's 40 M's. I wish fuck. I wish I had 40 M's. I ain't.
He
Yeah, I
should
get
he
40.
should he should have thought about them 40 M's before he did it, though.
Hey, if I get 40 M's, y'all gonna think I'm casting that around him. Man, he acting different. All right,
Yeah.
all right. uh, but now, we can move on to what Friday. That was Thursday NFL. Friday, this Alabama Oklahoma game. Did you get to watch that game? You saw the highlights of that game?
I ain't watched that shit.
Why you ain't watch it, bro?
I ain't watched that shit, bro. I had better things to do, man.
What you was watching? You was watching. I ain't play that day. Oh, they played the next
I
day.
I wanted to watch the Oregon game,
Hold on, we gonna
but
talk about Oregon.
yeah.
We gonna talk
Go
about your
go
Oregon
go on
Ducks
talk about your
and them
roll tide then.
and
It
them
seemed
James
like
Madison.
you rolled tide even though you was a Tiger at one point.
Nah. I ain't roll tide. I thought they was gonna lose. I thought they was gonna lose
Hmm.
because Oklahoma had been playing well. Drummond's here. I like Drummond's here. And they started off hot. It was like 17-13 17-3, 17-0 might have been.
Who?
Oklahoma.
Okay.
Yeah, and I was like, I knew that shit, man. I'm saying to myself, man, I knew this shit. I knew Alabama wasn't as show. What we say? As show as it think.
Yeah.
They caught a pick, ran a pick back, and from that time on, it was all Alabama.
It was on, huh?
It was all Alabama, bro. Uh, throwing the ball, running the ball. Defense was shutting. So they scored. I want to say Oklahoma scored 17 in the first half. Like I said, yeah, 17 in the first half. They scored 7 after that. They only scored 7 in the fourth quarter. Alabama defense them boys turned it up. I think that's gonna be the key to them winning, beating whoever they play next. Is that defense? Their
That
offense,
defense.
yeah, their offense could put up some points. You know, you let them hang around, but that defense like that, bro. I ain't gonna lie, their defense is like that.
Yeah, I'm looking at that box score, and shit, but it looked like Oklahoma quarterback was slanging that bitch though.
And them three, like I said, it was 17-0 first half.
That 300 misleading, huh?
That 300 is misleading.
Yeah, that
He
run
probably
game was
had
shits though, boy.
he probably had 215 at halftime.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
he probably had 215 at halftime.
yeah.
Like that.
That tell a story right there.
Yeah, like the boys came out in that second half, and it was a different game for sure. For sure, they couldn't get no pressure. The first couple drives, they couldn't get no pressure. They rushing 3 down line. I'm like, what is they doing?
Who rushing 3 down line?
Alabama.
Yeah, they
Alabama rushing
tripping.
3 down linemen, couldn't get no pressure. John Mateer was picking them apart in the zone.
Yeah, that's what I'm finna say. You rushing 3 down linemen because you scared of the pass, but you still getting picked apart.
Picking them apart in the zone, bro.
Yeah, you might
That's
as
how they
well.
went up at 17. And
Yeah,
then
that was.
they started rushing 4, putting some pressure on them. And really, that pick he threw, that pick 6 he threw, it was, I want to say it was a miscommunication by him and the receiver, or somebody ran the wrong play because he threw it and the receiver was steady trying to run in the corner watching, the quarterback, so he just broke on the ball.
Yeah.
And it was a pick 6, but they ended up doing their thing, bro. They ended up doing their thing.
Yeah, it looked like they shut the run game down. Them boys averaged 1.7 yards rushing as a team, Oklahoma.
Yeah, they don't really, they running game not too impressive.
Oh, they not
Their
they
running
not
game
they not like they
nah.
were?
Nah,
Okay.
their running game not too impressive. John, it's really the quarterback been using his dual threat capabilities, either throwing it or passing the ball. I
Yeah.
mean, throwing it or running the ball. Yeah, so
Damn. Man, they John Mateer? How you say
Mateer,
that last name? Mateer?
Mateer. Mm-hmm.
That boy was 19 carries for 15 yards. How you have 4 less yards
And cares?
than carries?
You getting stuffed at the line.
God damn.
I think with quarterbacks too.
Carries for 15 yards.
I think with quarterbacks too, they count them sack yards too as like a carry. Like if you don't throw the ball, if I ain't mistaken.
That's for the quarterback though, not for the running back.
John Mateer is the quarterback.
John Mateer, the quarterback?
Yes.
I thought he was
Now,
fucking running back. This boy ran it
now,
19 times.
now what I'm saying, they
Oh
they
my.
rely on their quarterback and his dual threat
Yeah, man.
capabilities.
So the running back is Troy Blaylock,
Yes.
and he only had 11 carries, 36 yards.
Yes.
Nah, bro. I'm thinking it's the quarterback. I mean the running back, 19 carries. Man, you down there got 20 carries. You
Nah,
got
man.
all his carries. Yeah.
John
This
Mateer
dude, the
went
running back
26
and
for
the quarterback, man.
He went 26 for 41, 307 throwing it with 2 touchdowns. And then he went 19 carries for 15 yards. One
And
touchdown.
one touchdown, yeah. Nah, bro, you can't win like that.
Hey, he on some Josh Allen stuff in college. Sound like Josh Allen to me.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah,
bro.
that
Alabama. They run it. Yeah, they run the game ain't too impressive though. But speaking of ain't too impressive, man, what they had us watching with this Oregon James Madison game?
A bowl game, a playoff game. That's what you was watching. Certified playoff game, man. James Madison was 12-1, bro. You see what I'm saying? 12-1. The Ducks, what they was 12-1 too, huh? Or 11-1, some shit like that. Come on, man. 2 top tier teams. The record shows, bro. So that's what you was watching. 2 one-loss teams in the playoffs going at it.
That's a true statement you just said. 2 one-loss teams. That's true. 2 one-loss teams.
There's 2 one-loss teams in the playoffs, baby. Let's rock.
Now, as far as 2 teams on the same caliber teams, no.
Yeah, we never said they were the same caliber. You know we didn't think that.
Then why are we trying to see that?
Cause man, I want to see if them boys can pull it off.
So you said the other day something about moral victories when I said James Madison lost to Louisville by 14.
Say it again.
When I said James Madison lost to Louisville by 14, and you say, well, that's a good for James Madison.
Yeah, because they everybody gonna expect James Madison playing a certified D1 team like Louisville to get their ass waxed. And they didn't get waxed. You see what I'm saying? That gives you a lot of confidence if you James Madison that, hey man, look, you know what I'm saying? We could play. Why you think they went 12-1? You see what I'm saying?
I think they went 12. Bro. I think they went 12-1 because they was playing break team.
Yeah, but think about this here though. They in that conference. They are part of them teams. They got teams in that conference. I guarantee you ain't win but 3 games.
You're right. And Oregon showed you why you don't invite them type of teams to the big boy dance.
Nah,
Oregon showed you why you don't bring a AAA team to the major leagues in baseball. Like what we doing? 51-34. I stopped watching that game in the second quarter. I'm pretty sure other people did too.
Okay, so watch this here. And you right. A lot of people probably did start watching or whatever. But think about this here. We've seen certified D1 team play another certified D1 team that had the same score or worse. So what's the difference?
They're at least on the same level.
Obviously, they not if they get their ass whipped like this.
Or we anticipate them being almost equal.
We do. You right.
This was never anticipated to be equal at all.
It's not. But the point is, this the point I'm making. If we can get the same result, and we have gotten the same results from certified D1 teams playing other certified D1 teams, then why not give them dudes a shot? They got a better record. All right, let's say a team like Missouri or Kentucky. You know what I'm saying? What they look like this year?
Why are we talking about Missouri and Kentucky? Let's talk about Notre Dame, Vanderbilt, Texas, or one of them teams.
Nah.
Why not? That's who they got in over.
They did not get in over them, Mike. Cut it out. Alabama got in over them.
What you mean?
Because
what?
Because it's a 12-team pool, right?
Okay, what about you right, Alabama got in over Texas in there. What about Notre Dame though? I'm gonna just say Notre Dame because they independent.
Yeah, but see, it's a 12-team pool, bro. And what the committee is telling you is that we gonna take the top 10 certified D1 schools, we're gonna put them in, and then we're gonna give a shot to 2 teams out of lower conferences and give them a shot at a Hail Mary. That's exactly what they telling you.
Okay.
So they
Well,
did so really they got in James Madison and
Tulane.
Tulane, they got in on their own merit because these slots is reserves for the best teams out of the lower conference. You see what I'm saying?
Okay, I see what you're saying. So
Mhm.
let's put them two. Let's put them two against each other.
Well, that's cool.
Tulane and James Madison probably would have been a hell of a game.
Yeah, that's cool. And then the winner of them get to play, a big dog. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, somebody. You know what I'm saying? But bro, I don't.
And they may take this because they go see it. Our podcast is blowing up right now.
Yeah,
So
that thing
somebody
going
gonna
everywhere.
see it and they gon' they go think, well, hold on. Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe we do that next year.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Put the two lower conference teams together.
Yeah, let's
Bro,
yeah.
bro, football's so big, bro. They can have their own playoffs, bro. Like the swag, Sun Belt, American. They
I
can
see
have
what
their
you're
own.
saying.
They can have their own playoffs. They can have their own national championship.
Yeah, but
And
you
then
gotta think
the
about this
SEC,
though.
ACC, Big 12, or they have their own.
Yeah, you gotta think about this though, Mike. Is it enough TV time to go around?
Who they got playing right now? They have Western Kentucky and USM playing right now. Yes, there's enough TV time to go around. Because somebody could be up in a slot. Don't nobody want to see Western Kentucky play in the New Orleans Bowl.
Well, hold on though. Western Kentucky and that other team you named, they in
Exactly. The other team I named. You don't even know the team.
but I'm saying though, they still would have TV time according to your design because it's a playoff.
Yeah, it's one of them bowl games.
Yeah, it's a playoff. So
The New Orleans Bowl.
it's not
Yeah,
enough TV time to go around.
I think so, bro.
Every conference have a playoff. It's not enough
Yeah.
TV time to go around, Mike, bro.
Instead of having these individual bowl games, just like they doing these where one of them is the Rose Bowl, one of them is the Sugar Bowl. You have them same individual bowl games in a playoff form.
I see what you're saying, but think about this here. If you got every conference have a individual playoff.
No. Not every
Okay.
conference have an individual playoff.
Oh, okay. What you saying then?
I'm
Say what you
saying
saying,
like
man. Make it clear to me.
I'm saying like how basically everybody is included in this college football playoffs,
Mm-hmm.
and we don't want to see majority of the people doesn't want to see who just played James Madison in Oregon, right?
Mm-hmm.
Majority of the world don't want to see that. So instead of having those two slots, majority of the world don't want to see Tulane Ole Miss. So instead of having those slots reserved for those teams, like you said, they got 10 slots for the 10 best teams, and these 2 slots reserved for the other 2 best teams out of the lower conferences, right?
Mm-hmm.
Take them 2 teams out of that lower conference, put them like not even them 2 teams, the lower conference teams. Like let's say I'm gonna put it in NCAA terms, college football terms. If you play college football, they got 5-star, 4-star, 3-star, 2-star, 1-star teams, right?
Mm-hmm.
The 4 and 5-star, maybe some 3-star teams that's good. Like Texas Tech, good as a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So maybe some of them teams, you get up in the college, this college football playoffs, and then the rest of the 3-star to the 1-star teams, y'all in the playoff bracket. You know what I'm saying?
I think I see what you're saying, bro. But you gonna end up with more than 12 teams, right?
Yes, you'll probably end up with 24 teams. Because
That's
it'll be basically two 12 thing playoffs. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
basically the top, well, not even the top 25 because it'll be lower ranked. It'll be lower. So not even, yeah.
Hold on, you say you're gonna end up with 24
24
teams?
teams. Yeah.
That ain't but 12 games.
Yeah, so that's enough TV time, right?
Yeah, for that. Yeah. That's enough TV time for that. I thought you was saying every conference have their own playoff.
No,
You
no,
know what I'm
no.
saying? Yeah, that's what I thought you was talking about.
Yeah, man. So majority of the world don't want to see James Madison playing. James Madison and Tulane. I'd have loved to see that game. James
Yeah, but
Madison and ULL.
think about it though, and that's probably why they don't match them up because all you gonna draw enough eyes to a James Madison Tulane game. See what I'm saying? Versus a James Madison Oregon game, because you know most people, James Madison fans gonna tune in, and Oregon fans gonna tune in. James Madison and Tulane, James Madison and Tulane together don't have enough fans to hold a playoff spot. I don't think
I
they're gonna
understand
have
what you're
enough
saying,
eyes to bring to the set.
but Oregon fans gonna tune in James Madison. But
And then
I'm
college football fans too on top of that.
gonna swing you to YouTube or YouTube moderation. But how long are they gonna watch the game? Like I said, I just cut it off. I cut it off in the second quarter. There's a whole 3 quarters of football to be played. I didn't know what happened. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like if you're a football fan, you will watch a James Madison Tulane playoff game. You know what I'm saying? If it's a playoff game, yeah. If it's a regular season game, hell no, I ain't watching. What the fuck I'm watching that for? But if it's me personally, if it's a Tulane James Madison playoff game, yeah, I tune in
All right. So tell me this here.
because
Can
that
we
might be good. You know what I'm saying?
tell me? Yeah, I'm with you on that because we know we're gonna get a competitive game.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? But can we sell that game? Because now, okay, now we understand how to make it more competitive, right?
Mhm.
How do we sell this game to advertisers? Because see, that's what it's gonna come down to,
Yeah,
the
you're
money.
right. You're
You
right.
see what I'm saying? How we gonna sell this game? Because we got to convince them that this game gonna get enough eyes,
Right.
that's gonna be worth your advertising dollars. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's gonna be the problem that they run into. How we sell this game? You're gonna have to put it in a time slot where it's the only game on. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to put
Or
that game up against no um Oregon and Alabama.
yeah. I was
You
just
see what I'm
yeah.
saying?
You right. Or you put it like this. You try to
Or you
get
put
you
that
a
bitch on a Wednesday or something.
you
Maybe you can get it on a Wednesday or Friday
but
where you
see
don't really have no game.
this my thought process right here. I still have it on a same day as like a big time playoff game.
Mhm.
One, because I's probably sneak it in like right before or right after. One, because everybody gonna be anticipating this game to come on, so they gonna be, getting back to the house saying, okay, what's on before you know what I'm saying? So that might draw some eyes. That's the only way I can really see it. You know what I'm saying? Like sneak it in there right before the game or right after the game. On a weekend like a Saturday or a Sunday when
Yeah.
everybody at home watching the games,
Or
ain't got nothing to do.
sandwich that bitch in between your two big games.
That too, something like that too. Same channel. You ain't don't switch no channel. Same channel.
Yeah, you don't want to go nowhere.
Nowhere.
Nowhere. It's coming right back at your ass with a double.
A triple header.
Bitch, yeah. As soon as we shut up, they coming on. You ain't gotta go nowhere.
Don't go nowhere. For real though.
Cause
That's
that's
the
what it
only
gonna
way.
come down to, bro. That's how you make it more competitive. You put them two teams against each other, and then you figure out a way to sell that bitch to advertiser. You know, sandwich that bitch in. You
Cause
know,
shit, how
and then
they selling these games to advertisers? They got New Orleans Bowl and shit.
you got
Western
point.
Kentucky and
I
ULM.
don't know how
How
they
they
sell
sold that
that.
game?
I don't know how they selling it because I don't have no interest in it.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, the name kind of caught me though, because when I went on ESPN, I saw New Orleans Bowl. I clicked that bit. I say New Orleans Bowl. Let me see what's going on. But then I had to sign up and all that shit. I said, oh no,
I was waiting
oh
on you to say,
no,
man, I looked at the teams and was like, oh no.
nah. I would, but see, I wasn't about to, sign up and do all that shit for the, for that lineup. You know what I'm saying? But
Hey, bro, I know it's off topic. I was just looking at my arm. You won't get matching well, I ain't gonna say matching tattoos. You won't get similar tattoos for our birthday?
I ain't the tat type, Mark.
Bro, it could be something small, bro.
I already got something small.
You ain't got no tattoos.
I got one tattoo, man. I got something small. Back when I was in middle school, I got a tattoo, man.
Oh, you let one of your partners stick and poke you, huh?
Yeah, little lightweight
Oh
shit,
my
but
God.
I ain't the tattoo type. I ain't the tattoo type, but nah. Matching tats. What you thinking about getting?
I don't even know. I just had my arm up and I saw my arm like this and I was like,
Yeah. How many you got now?
I only got I this one right here on my forearm. I count this as one, so it's really just three. These two and one on my leg.
Yeah, I ain't really the tattoo type, bro. But since you brung up the birthday situation, bro, what we going into 26? So I think you got even years or you got the odd year.
I think it's my year.
Is your year
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
26?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, bro, 'cause I ain't had a good steak in a while. I ain't had a good steak in a while, my boy.
So what that was? That was Friday. Oh, that was Saturday too. We talked about the James Madison and did you watch the Tulane game? Tulane Ole Miss. Ole Miss bust they head 41-10.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, I bet you did. I bet you did.
The same one arguing for them to be in that bitch.
Right. That's crazy.
Yeah, I forgot about the Tulane game, bro. They got their head bust, so both of them out of it now.
Yep, man.
Ain't no
Yep.
ain't no
So
Cinderella stories going on this year.
not this year. And I actually, hey, James Madison didn't look bad. It was just the fact that Oregon was just too fast and too strong for the boys. But
Yeah,
I can see why James Madison won their conference to shine light on them. You know what I'm saying? I can
yeah,
see why they won their conference. They quarterback nice. The offense they run is pretty nice. The defense is not that bad. It was just they was playing a faster, stronger team.
yeah. So tell me this here, them 34 they put up, was that mostly garbage time or was it they was competing?
That was
Garbage
garbage
time?
time.
Oh shit.
I mean, they still put up 34. Whoever they put the 34 up on, on Oregon side, they were still stronger and faster.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it was garbage time. It was definitely garbage time. Man, I'm over here heart hurting right now though. As we move more into Saturday, bro, I'm over here heart hurting. My Packers lost again. We on like a little 2-game skid right now. Uh, Micah done tore his ACL. Now Jordan Love got a concussion. It's just,
Jordan Love
it,
got a concussion?
I think he left the game with a concussion last time. So if I ain't mistaken, he left this Bears game we just played with a concussion. Malik Willis had to play like a half of football.
Damn.
Yeah, so he probably gonna be a concussion protocol at least 2 weeks, 3 weeks, maybe 4. And we only got 2 games left in the regular season.
He gonna be in how you know he might clear concussion protocol next week, Mike.
3 hours ago, Green Bay Jordan Love took the first step toward returning from the concussion he sustained in Saturday's loss to Chicago Bears when he participated in meetings and walkthrough session while Malik Willis downplayed the severity of his shoulder injury. And Malik Willis' shoulder hurt. God.
What's up with these backups, bro? These backups, man. Some of them boys ain't. Some of them boys just ain't. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude,
I know what you're saying.
I need you for a game or two, and you hurt too. Something wrong with you? You been sitting
Let me,
down all year.
all year. You talking about your shoulder hurt?
Yeah, man. What you call it, man? Gardner Minshew. You know what I'm saying? We can't.
Where he in Kansas City?
Yeah, man. He even got hurt. Like, God, I mean, they season over with, but you know, shit, 2 games, my G. You know, y'all been stealing money all year. And
Hey,
now, you
bro.
know, we need you for 2 games and something wrong with you. Like, God damn.
I love to be a backup quarterback. I ain't lying. Matt Flynn
Yeah,
probably had the
man.
best career ever, Matt Flynn. He played about 15 years and only played about 10 games.
It's crazy, bro.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
man.
Cause some of them dudes, bro, they just there. Some of them, bro, some of them backups, the team don't even want them playing if they get hurt, if the starter get hurt. You know what I'm saying? Think about it.
Yeah.
Look what happened in Cincinnati. Joe go down, you bring in old boy, you give him 2 games. Man, sit your
Joe
ass down,
Flacco.
man. Let's go get we gotta make a trade for an old dude.
Oh, dude.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And Joe came in there and did Joe thing.
he
But the
did.
defense was still trash. You know what I'm saying? Defense wasn't as trash. Joe would have won their ass 2, 3 games. You know what I'm saying? But man, some of them dudes, bro, they just be there. They just be there, bro. You can't get a team 2 games of hope, 3 games of hope. You've been backing up in this system for 2, 3 years. You can't give us 2, 3 games of hope. Like, man, come on, man.
Anybody need a backup quarterback? I'm available.
For sure, shit. Fuck all that.
25 years young. I'm available.
You know what I'm saying? Everything work, arm still strong.
Yep.
Yeah.
I ain't got no health issues or nothing.
Yeah, man,
And
we can go out and then work that arm out. You know what I'm saying? Go catch right quick. I can grab Caden. He can run some routes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Fuck, what they want? Put together a little tape right quick. What they want?
yeah, that's it.
That ain't nothing, man. Shit. They got these dudes coming out there, man. Backup ain't even ready to play. This is crazy. That shit crazy, bro. That's a trip to me.
And then
That's a trip.
speaking of backups, we had Josh Jacobs go down to it, man. Well, Wilson had to come in the game. Remember he been battling that knee injury all year? So we just all banged up right now.
Yeah,
Defensive
bro.
defensive end torn ACL, quarterback got a concussion, other quarterback got a shoulder injury, running back got a knee injury, wide receiver, we thought his shoulder was dislocated last week against the Broncos, the way he hit the ground and they get up.
And see, that's how it be, bro. And I was telling you a couple weeks ago, man, you gotta appreciate having a team that's going out there playing like they playing. You know what I'm saying? Y'all record good, y'all looking good, and look at that, man, bro. But we still could, yeah, but
You
we
right,
still
bro.
need a, yeah. Now you need a
You
team.
right.
Now you need a whole new team.
You right. You right. Because now we can't get
You
no
know?
pressure on the quarterback without Micah.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
It's,
DBs
it's,
is suspect. Carrington Valentine and Keyshawn Nixon is so suspect. It's crazy.
and the script is flipped right now
What?
because my Saints can't lose.
I see that.
Them boys cannot lose. You
I see
understand?
that. Didn't y'all just beat the Panthers?
The Jets. We just beat the Jets, man. We can't lose. We on a 3-game win streak. You see what I'm saying?
Y'all had a good win last week when y'all beat the Bucks?
Yeah, I think the Bucks and we beat Carolina. We swept Carolina. We beat the Bucks, beat the Jets. Hold
Y'all
on,
beat
it was
Carolina
somebody else.
twice? Y'all beat
Yeah,
Carolina twice this year?
we done swept them. We done swept them. We gonna sweep the Bucks. Um, somebody else we had beat.
I thought y'all
But
supposed to be tanking to get a high draft pick, bro. What's going on?
gangsters don't tank, Mike. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all look like y'all
Gangsters
gonna be
don't
middle.
tank, bro. We thug it all the way out.
Y'all gonna be 8 pick. Y'all keep playing. It's gonna be a good pick, but shit, it ain't gonna be something you need. It's gonna be something you want at that point.
Well, I mean, think about it from this perspective. You hear me? First of all, gangsters don't tank. We thug it all the way out. You see what I'm saying? Win, lose, or draw, we gonna thug it all the way out. It's just not in us to do no tanking. Even though I thought they were gonna tank, you know what I'm saying? That's on me. I was slipping and tripping. I'm gonna take that. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna take that. I misunderestimated my people. It just tanking just ain't in us. You heard me? And if
Mm-hmm.
our draft positions slide, that's cool. Cause guess what? Whoever we get, he a dude anyway. You see what I'm saying?
He
It
gonna
don't
have to
matter.
be.
It don't matter if whatever. If we fall to the 15th pick or whatever, man, you a dude, bro. You see what I'm saying? So come in this bitch and handle your business. You see what I'm saying? You a dude, bro. You here now. Don't matter where you got drafted. You here now. Don't worry about what they said. Don't worry about what your numbers look like in college. You here now. You see what I'm saying? So be a dude. Straight up, man. So that's how we coming. You know what I'm saying? We smashing everything next week. We smashing everything the week after. And we going into the season. I mean into the off season. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Going to
Straight
Cancun with
up.
y'all mind on. Oh yeah, we can win, huh?
Yeah. Well, with our mind on next season, like, man, say, bro, let's keep this thing rolling. You see what I'm saying? 5-game win streak? Shit, who could say that right now? We
Y'all
the
can't say
hottest
that right
thing.
now. Say who can say that right now.
You know what I'm saying? I'm speaking into existence. You see what I'm saying?
I see
You
you.
know? Shit, yeah, bro. And I told you, bro, if Tyler Shuck keep being a difference maker and he keep on being it, I'm gonna tell you something. Tyler Shuck, if we say, oh shucks, that ain't a good thing. That ain't a good thing for you. You see what I'm saying? So if you hear, oh shucks, that ain't gonna be a good thing. But if you hear, oh shucky ducky, you know what I'm saying? It's up there. It's up there. If you hear that, oh shucky ducky, it's up there. You see what I'm saying? We fucking with you. You know what I'm saying? So just to let you know, that's what it's gonna be. You know what I'm saying? You start throwing picks and fumbles and shit is shucks. But anytime you keep throwing them touchdown passes, you scrabbling for first down, you marching us. Oh shucky ducky. Here we go. You know what I'm saying? Straight up.
nah, he
So it's his job to lose next year, bro. We going into next season with Tyler Shuck. Straight up.
he did look. I peeped in on the game. He did look nice. He was doing this thing
hmm
out there.
I think he done
I,
enough to win the job. Like going
yeah,
into
I don't
next
think.
season, it's your job. They see if you can keep going.
Yeah, I don't think they gonna ruin that by having a QB battle in the off.
Yeah, QB
And
battle and
Spencer
all that.
Rattler ain't shown that he could. Spencer Rattler hasn't shown that he can do what Shuck has done with bullets flying. You know what I'm saying? I agree with you. I think he won that job. I think he got that.
Yeah, he got that there.
I think he got
He
that for
got
sure.
that. And guess who else I think got the job?
Got what job?
Quarterback.
Who? Shador?
Shador.
You think so, bro?
I think he done enough to get that job. I think he done enough to be in the same position Shuck should be in going into next season. It ain't no quarterback battle. This your team unless you fuck it up next season. You see what I'm saying? I think come on, man. Cleveland ain't look like nothing like what they've looked like since Shador been quarterback. Joe Flacco ain't had them looking like this. Dylan Gabriel ain't have them looking like this. You know what I'm saying? Even though they not winning games, they still looking like something. You know what I'm saying? Now,
Yeah.
you know, sometimes, they kind of don't be having their shit together. Like game 4 last where they had all the penalties and shit. They couldn't get nothing going. But um besides them picks, and them picks was on tip passes. You see what I'm saying? That he threw last week. So
Yeah.
besides those, he played another good game. The offense was straight, but oh man, they rookie running back, bro.
Cam Ford.
No, yeah, bro. Damn, man. You say this
I
dude
can't.
name,
What that
bro.
boy name is? Quinshawn.
Quinshon Judkins, man. Went down. Fuck.
He did. I do see it say Raheem Sanders.
Yeah, bro. Judkins,
11 carries.
dislocated ankle and fractured,
Ooh, I heard that.
yeah, and a fractured fibula.
Damn, yeah, I did.
Man,
Yeah, he
that was cause I rock with Judkins. I like Judkins too, bro. And but the Sanders came in, bro, and ran good.
Raheem Sanders from Arkansas.
He ran good.
I mean South Carolina. Yeah. Okay.
He ran good, bro. And it make you wonder, like, man, where the line was at when Judkins was in there. You see what I'm
Maybe
saying?
Juggins just ain't see the holes like he was seeing them.
It's possible because Sanders came right in, and the running game was instantly better. And I'm not saying he a better running back than Judkins. I fuck with Judkins. You see what I'm saying? But you never know, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
Because
mean,
maybe
yeah.
maybe the offensive line got a wake up call. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, we gotta step up. You see what I'm saying? Or maybe Sanders is seeing some different, holes to take advantage of. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know, bro, but that running game was a lot better
Yeah, it could
for
be,
some reason.
he's seeing different holes. It could be Junkins move a little faster so he gets to the line a little quicker. You know what I'm
Yeah, and,
saying?
and the blocking don't have time to develop.
Yeah.
Yeah, you right about that. Yeah, bro. So, but I think Shador did enough to 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 be the guy going forward for them. If not, they
How,
stupid.
how many games should do they got now? What, 5?
How many he got in?
Yeah, as starting. 5?
Probably about that number, about 4 or 5, or maybe 5 or 6.
Damn, he 1-4. I mean, he 1-5.
Yeah, so 6 games, yeah. But shit, all of them won in something. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
That ain't hard to do up in
Uh,
that organization, huh?
Nah, but it's the way the offense look. You know what I'm saying? with the different quarterbacks is how you gonna determine who gonna be your dude going forward. And remember this though, even though he got 6 games in right now, right?
Mhm.
And he won in 6. Dylan Gabriel won in whatever. Joe
Mhm.
Flacco probably won in whatever.
Yeah, because they got 3 wins, so yeah.
But the offense looked much better with Shador Sanders, and Shador the only one that didn't have a off season, a training camp. Everybody else got snaps. Everybody else got acclimated. Everybody else got, what you expect to get in training camp. He didn't. And yet I got so far, I got the same record y'all got, but the offense has looked clearly better with me back here than it did with y'all.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? We got more offense, more big plays. You see what I'm saying? It's just more points. Everything is just better.
Alright. So now that they found their quarterback of the future, how long you think before they start getting pieces around him so they can actually contend to I'm not even gonna say Imma say win their division.
Well, I think
Wait, is it division or conference, I wanna say?
division.
I think it's division.
hmm
Yeah, division.
Well, first, I think you got to figure out what you gonna do with your coaches. You see what I'm saying? Because clearly it's been some bias from the part of the franchise and the coaching staff around Shador or about Shador. See what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So if the franchise gonna decide, okay, let's go with Shador, then fuck it. You got to you know what I'm saying? Because the franchise ain't gonna go nowhere. With the coaching staff, you got to get them on par. Like, hey man, look, let's flip the script. We gonna support this dude. So can y'all flip the script and support him, or do we have to get somebody else in here new? You see what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
you got to figure out as a franchise and as a coaching staff what's gonna take place. Are we gonna do this thing, or we gonna keep bullshit? You see what I'm saying? And then you
Mhm.
decide, okay, let's get some pizzas. Because if the franchise still gonna be on the bullshit, the coaching staff on the bullshit, then you ain't about to try to build around this dude so he could be even more successful and make y'all look stupid even more so. You see what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
might just say, well, we got you know, how many Pro Bowls Deshaun Watson went to?
3, 2?
2 or 3. That's why I figure like 2, maybe 3. So we got a 2-time Pro Bowler, veteran quarterback, still young. Deshaun Watson, what?
Probably 28,
Yeah, I about to say he
27.
can't even be 30 right now. You see
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So we still got a young, 2-time Pro Bowl quarterback experience that we still paying a bunch of money. So we gotta play him. I mean, that's some dumb shit, but hey, that's still a card that they got in their back pocket that they could play. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Just to not play Shador. You see what I'm
I
saying?
forgot about Deshaun.
Brown's stupid, man. I wouldn't put it past him, bro. They think about it, bro. They the Brown.
Alright, so tell me
You
this.
see what I'm saying?
Remember that conversation we had about
They the Browns, Mike.
remember that conversation we had about
Shit
organizations as a
stains.
whole
That's my
being
point.
terrible?
Shit stains. They the goddamn Browns, man. Shit stains of the league. You know what I'm saying? Say, they liable to do any dumbass shit. Whatever's gonna keep them down, that's what they gonna do. Put it like that. Until I see different.
The past 25, 30 years.
Yeah, man. Go ahead. What you gonna say?
Um,
I
about
damn
the
near made you
te
forget.
terrible organizations.
Uh-huh.
And what was your argument was something.
Oh,
I
this about the
forget you.
argument we had?
Yeah.
Well, it was around oh man, Atlanta, the Falcons, man.
Yeah, it was about Atlanta drafting Michael Penix and still signing Kirk Cousins.
Uh-huh.
And we was talking about terrible organizations, and it was like, well, it's a dime a dozen, and someone be a quarterback away. And
Mm-hmm.
so you just said just now yourself, it's the Browns, Mike. So you can basically ceding to what I say about the terrible organizations? See?
Well, you do
See?
have you do have terrible organizations.
Yes, for sure.
You got bad organizations, bro. But see, in the context of the conversation we was having, I would have to hear the context of the conversation again to kind of, defend what I was saying. You see
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? Now, in the context of what we're talking about right now, the Browns is a terrible ass organization. You know what I'm saying? I can't defend it, bro.
But is it? I'm gonna pull a you. Is it the organization being terrible,
Hmm.
or is it the coaches they have hired not being able to get their game plan, philosophy, whatever across to the players? Uh, what you think? The head man not wanting to change, the owner or something not wanting to change, stuck in his ways on some Jerry Jones type. Uh, so what you think it could be?
I think, bro, in the case of the Browns,
Yeah.
damn, that's hard, Mike, because in this situation, it's the organization. But like in totality,
Mm-hmm.
bro, I'm gonna have to say, based on what I see, I'm gonna have to say it's the players.
It's the players.
I'm gonna have to say it's been the players. Listen to me. Check this out. Now I know in this situation, it's the organization.
Mm-hmm.
Even though nobody could find a smoking gun, it's been enough said and done that points towards some bullshit from the organization when it comes to the right quarterback they should have had the whole time. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now, before this situation, like in years past, I have not known them to be doing the same type of shit for as an organization. You know what I'm saying? Um, intentionally, you know, not going after or not playing guys that they know is better. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that, like what they doing with Shador. I haven't
Mm-hmm.
known them to do that in the past. So I gotta see the product that they put on the field and the coaching that comes with that. You see what I'm saying? And I'm gonna have to say it's been the players, or I would say it's been the players and coaches, the combination of the two. You feel what I'm saying? But I can't say the organization because I haven't seen or heard the type of shit that I've seen and heard this year. You feel what I'm saying? Because they done whiffed on a lot of draft picks, especially at the quarterback position.
I see what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying? They've had some decent defenses. They've had some decent skill players. You see what I'm saying? On offense. But they've never been able to put together a consistently solid team. And maybe that's coaching, and maybe that's just not having, a good quarterback when they probably was a quarterback away. Or when you do finally get a competent quarterback, you don't have the pieces around. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's been a little bit of that more so than the organization on some shit.
Okay. I feel what you're saying. For me personally, it started at the top. It started at the
Okay.
top.
So what could the top do better to get better results at the bottom?
So like you said, we don't know, we haven't heard them, doing any of this, what they have done to Shador in the past, right?
Mm-hmm.
You really, do you in your mind and your heart think that this is a one-time incident if they could just do it so easily this one time? So blatant this one time. I'm not convinced that this is a one-time incident.
Yeah, I ain't gonna say it's a one time incident either.
You know what I'm saying? Even if we don't know, we haven't heard, if you could just do this so blatant to, you know what I'm saying? Maybe it was somebody who wasn't looked at, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Definitely not a Shador Sanders, you know what I'm saying? Because it could be the same thing for the NBA. We've never talked about a 50-50 pick, or nobody ever talked about a 50-50 pick like they talked about Bronny James ever. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
it's just the name attached to it. So we probably will never know if they ever done this to somebody else because
Yeah,
their name wasn't, exactly, one of them other dudes. Name wasn't that big. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, it started at the top. This ain't your first, to me, this ain't your first time doing this. Probably won't be the last. You gotta get that, and you gotta get that the animosity out of it. You feel what I'm saying? You gotta leave your feelings at home. So I say that to say, yeah, they're a terrible organization. I think it's the organization. It started at the head. It started at the top. Somebody is stuck in their ways at the top and don't want change.
could be, bro.
Somebody stuck in their ways at the top don't want change. And then let's just look at this. How many coaches have the Browns had in the past? 25 years?
They had a lot. They had a lot. Just the
Since
fans.
1999. Oh my God.
Stefanski probably one of the longest tenure coaches they had in the last 10, 15 years.
Since 1999, they done had 12 coaches.
12 coaches.
Chris Palmer lasted 1 year, 99 to 2000. How's a coach gonna? How is anybody gonna change anything around in 1 year?
Yeah, 1 year, yeah.
Butch Davis, 2000 to 2004. Okay, he had a little time. Terry Rabitsky, 2004. He was the interim. It don't say he was a 2004 interim.
Okay.
Another one, 2005 to 2008. He had some time. Eric Mangini. Eric Mangini. That what
Eric
it is.
Mangini, yeah.
Eric Mangini. 2009 to 2010. 1 year. How is a coach going to do anything in 1 year? How is he going to turn anything around in 1 year? The next one, 1 year, 2011 to 2012. How is anybody going to turn anything around in 1 year? Next one, 2013. That's all it say. 2013.
You almost say a
Next
name?
one. Well, it say a name, but I ain't going to name all of them.
Oh,
The next one, 2014 to 2015, 1 year.
Damn, how many 1 years in a row?
Bruh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 of them. From Eric Mangini all the way down to almost Hugh Jackson. Hugh Jackson was there 2 years, 16 to 18.
Yeah.
Greg Williams was the interim in 18. Freddie Kitchens in 19. And then Kevin Stefanski, 2020 to the present. So, yeah, Kevin Stefanski been there the longest.
Yeah, he been there longer than over the last damn near how many
20
since
years.
99, 20 years. He been
20
there the
years.
longest, and that's only what 4 or 5 years.
Yes.
Yeah,
How are you going to turn? How is anybody going to build any camaraderie, trust, chemistry in 1 year?
yeah, you got a point there, Mike, bro. You got a point there, bro.
Like, what is we doing? Nobody can build no type of chemistry in 1 year.
Yeah,
I don't.
ownership got well. I'm guessing they trying to change that with Stefanski.
With
So that's
Stefanski, that what
why
it look
he there
like.
so long.
That's what that is. What it looks like.
You know.
Hopefully, that's what they're trying to do. Cause I mean, other than that, I don't see what you're doing as an owner. I just don't see it. You trying to buy yourself wins basically by hiring these coaches year after year after year, trying to see who gon' you trying to buy wins. Like you can't do that. These people gotta trust who they going out here to play for. These people gotta want to run through a wall for this man that they going out there to play for, risking their life for.
And also, they got to know that you trust him enough to, for him knowing that he gonna be here next year after I come out of this goddamn brick wall I done
Yeah,
ran up against all year, and now I gotta do this shit for somebody else, a whole different dude. Um,
yeah, bro.
yeah. So
There's,
yeah, damn, bro, you got a point, man. You made a good point, bro.
bro. I appreciate you, bro. All I try to do is talk with logic.
Yeah. So you know what? Maybe it's all of the above. Cause
The
you gotta
coaches,
admit,
players, and the organization.
shit, you gotta admit.
It's everybody.
Think about it, bro. Them quarterbacks they done had, Mike,
But
probably
some of
about
them ain't been that bad. Baker, Deshaun.
what
Um,
Deshaun been that bad. Deshaun has since he been in
well, since he been
over there.
after the scandals, yeah, he been that bad.
Yeah, that's the whole time he been in Cleveland. Cause they traded him because of the scandals, and he went to Cleveland, and he ain't been the same since. Baker probably was the most legit quarterback they've had.
Since when?
I'm trying to think.
He's like, I'm trying to think. I'm trying to look for I'm looking for the list right here. All right, here we go.
Yeah, I can't think of another legit quarterback, like solid quarterback they've had before Baker.
All right, here we go. 2001, Tim Couch.
Oh, Tim Couch, boy. Say, you don't know nothing about Tim Couch. Huh?
Nah, I don't know nothing about
You don't
Tim
know nothing
Couch.
about Tim Couch, boy. Tim Couch was at Nebraska. Man, I saw that boy in Nebraska holding ass down the sideline. I'm like, who the fuck is this white dude, man? He hauling ass. They showing highlight after highlight. I say, damn, man, this boy look like Vic out there. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
he played quarterback, and he ran to I think he ran to a Heisman Trophy that year. You know what I'm saying? I say,
Mm-hmm.
damn, Tim Couch. All right, cool. I gotta keep I gotta keep my mind on you. And he went to the NFL, and I forgot he went to the Browns, bro. They ain't really play
Yeah.
him that much though.
I bet you did forget he went to the Browns.
Yeah, they ain't really play him that much, man. Tim Couch, bro. Tim
Yeah,
Couch. Let me see. He
Tim
did go to
Couch.
Nebraska though, right? Make sure I got my shit right. Go ahead.
I think so.
I'm
Followed by Ty Ditmere,
yeah,
Spurgeon
yeah.
Wynn, Kelly Holcomb, Jeff Garcia, Trent Dilfer, Charlie Fry, Derek Anderson, right? Then we got Cole McCoy, Brandon Whedon, Johnny Manziel, Cody Kessler, Robert Griffin III. Johnny and Robert Griffin III was not bad quarterbacks coming out of college.
Nah, bro.
And
He played for
Deshaun Kaiser.
Kentucky. He was at Kentucky. Damn, I could have sworn that ball was in Nebraska. He was at Kentucky when he won that quarterback of the year.
He won quarterback of the year?
Yeah. Got drafted by the Browns. I still fucking with him.
Robert Griffin III and Deshaun Kaiser. Then we got Baker Mayfield, Tyrod Taylor, Case Keenum, Deshaun Watson, Jacoby Brissett, Joe Flacco, Jameis Winston, Bailey Zappi, Dorian Thompson-Robinson, Dylan Gabriel, Shedeur Sanders. That's more quarterbacks than coaches.
Yeah. They definitely got
That's more quarterbacks than coaches. So, one, you keep trading this coach out every year. And this coach don't even have the same quarterback throughout the same year.
pretty much. But think about it though, Mike. Think about this. Out of all those quarterbacks you named, and keep it in the context though. All those quarterbacks you named, only one went on to become a career starter.
Baker?
Baker.
But bro, Johnny Manziel was not bad, bro. Coming out of college, Johnny football was Johnny football.
Yeah, but we know college and NFL is different.
Yeah, bro, but I feel like that goes to development, bro. Like, you got to develop these quarterbacks once they get there.
Okay,
Not playing Shedeur and then throwing them in the game. Is that development?
No, but think about it though. So him going out, getting drunk, partying.
Hey, bro.
Playing, that's
Hey, I do what I want on my off time.
what?
I do what I want on my off time.
You know what?
AI did the same. AI did the same thing, right?
You know what?
AI was out there drinking till 3 o'clock in the morning and scored 55. So that ain't got nothing to do with it. I do what I want on my off time.
You right. You 100% right. You do what you want on your off time. And when your off time interfere with your game time, we do what we want with our organization.
But okay, yeah, you're right. When it interferes with your game time, if it's showing, yes. But like AI, they got some people who go out there who can stay out at night and then have a good game. That don't have nothing to do.
He wasn't one of them. That's the thing. Shit.
You right.
That's the thing. He wasn't one of them, bro.
You right.
So you can't put that on the Browns. You see what I'm saying? Johnny Manziel was a dude in college, and he was able to get away with that shit in college.
I was just gonna say he was probably doing the same thing in college and balling.
But his talent level was so much better. In the NFL, your talent level was not that much better than your peers in the NFL. You see what I'm saying? Now, AI talent level was still that much better than his peers, even in the NBA. You see what I'm saying? Same thing with Jordan. Jordan was gambling and fucking smoking cigars and cigarettes. You know what I'm saying? Still pull up at the game, man. Hey, which one of y'all guard me tonight? With a fucking cigar in his mouth. Y'all guard me tonight. All right, man, lace him up tight. What the fuck, man? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Still out there kicking ass, man. So your talent level got to be superior in order to go out there half-assing, basically, and still whooping ass. So everybody can't do that, bro.
You right.
Everybody can't do that deal.
You
But
completely,
think about it
totally
though.
right, bro.
Who on that list though became a starting quarterback besides Baker?
Nobody.
You see what I'm saying? So they whiffed on a lot of quarterbacks. Now, hey, it could be
But
franchise. It could be the franchise. It could be the top dog saying, no, I want this dude. I want that dude. And they draft experts telling them, nah, let's go here. Let's go there. So it could be. We don't know who pulling the trigger.
I'm gonna say this: they wasn't a starting quarterback once they left the Browns. Because Jameis Winston was a starter before he got there.
Nah, see, I say that's why I said before. I say now keep it in context. Because Joe Flacco was a starter. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's all I'm about to say.
Yeah.
So once they left the Browns, nobody's because they
well,
career, went from
no. What I'm meaning is all those quarterbacks, right?
Yeah,
Most of them they drafted. You see what I'm saying?
most of them they drafted. Yeah,
Yeah. And the only one out of the ones they draft, and even some of the ones they didn't draft. You see what I'm saying? The only one became a starter is Baker.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? But we know Joe Flacco had a whole nother career somewhere else.
Yeah.
Jameis had a whole nother career somewhere else. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
them know
far
the
as
truth.
so far as the young dudes who they drafted, all they've had when they was before they became dudes, ain't nobody become nothing. Well, start. I ain't gonna say nothing because all of them something, man. They NFL quarterback. Damn, Mike was
Yo.
good or bad, bro. I heard the dun.
So I'm gonna read this to you. DK Metcalf lose $555,000 in salary. Have $45 million in guarantees voided after suspension upheld.
So Pittsburgh voided the 45 mil.
Exactly what I said. I
So
would do.
hold on. That's the headline.
Yes.
Go into the story. Yeah, but click on it and click on it and look at the story, bro. Because them headlines be clickbait sometimes.
It'd be clickbait. Pittsburgh
Yeah.
Steelers wide receiver DK Metcalf will sit out the final 2 games of the regular season. His suspension for violating league policy is an altercation with the fan in Detroit. On Sunday was upheld on appeal. He will sit out games Cleveland against the Baltimore 16-18. Metcalf will forfeit $555,556 in salary. The suspension also voids $45 million in future guarantee money according to his contract, which was reviewed by CBS Sports and ESPN. The fan, Ryan Kennedy, will not face any discipline from the Lions, the team said Tuesday. Steelers coach Mike Tomlin said Tuesday he had spoken with Metcalf about the incident but didn't want to give his opinion until after the ruling on Metcalf's appeal. He did explain to me why he did what he did, and I certainly don't condone the behavior, but I support DK, Tomlin said. And I really don't have a lot to add other than what I just told you. $45 million contract voided.
But see, that article still don't say that the Steelers is going, go through with the shit. You see what I'm saying? Or maybe it's suggesting that the Steelers ain't got to do shit. It's an automatic void. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, because it's saying the suspension also voids. Because it's saying the suspension voids it. Bro, I don't know, dog. Want me to call Unc and ask? I don't know. Let me see. Hold up. I might do have a source. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see if he answer the phone. I might do have a source. Okay. Call forwarded. Okay.
Your call has been forwarded to voice.
Nah, I ain't got no source, bro. I guess he busy. My source busy right
Well,
now. Yeah.
we go see if fuck, bro. That's tough. Yeah, 45 M's.
45 M's avoids 45 million in future generate guaranteed money. That's crazy.
Well, yep. Breaking news. You heard it here.
That's
That's
crazy.
on the podcast. Be breaking news when they. Oh, whoa! Adam Silver just came out and
Hey,
said.
fact, shit. We beat up, yeah. Um, dang, that's crazy. $45 million.
Yeah, bro.
$45 million punch he threw.
Yeah, when you put it in context.
$45 million punch he threw, bro. Damn, y'all beat the hell out the Jets, huh? 29-6.
Yeah, we ain't play with them. No sense in playing with the food. You know what I'm saying? Let them fly on about this.
Man, bro, I'm looking at the Titans beat the hell out the Chiefs. If you ain't know no better, you'll be like, what is Patrick Mahomes on? But man, my dog tore his ACL. You saw how it happened?
Yeah. Yeah, it was a tackle, bro. I think it was a tackle, but it didn't look like
Yeah,
it
nah,
was
the
that kind
dude,
of tackle.
he dove and hit his right leg, and I guess he was trying to catch himself with that left leg, and when he planted, it looked like it landed wrong, and that knee buckled out, looked like. Same thing happened with Micah injury. That knee buckled out when he tried to plant, and
They just had enough.
it, man, I hate to see that too, bro. And I'm the type of person, I don't know what it is, but when I see an injury like that, I feel it. Like my knees and shit start hurting. Like I told like, God, damn, I hate seeing stuff like that, bro.
And then they was, all of they streaks and shit was on the line that game.
All of them.
You know what I'm saying? And
Missing.
he was going down to tie the game up, push that bitch into overtime. And that injury happened on that drive where they was in range. You know what I'm saying? So
Everything happened
when
for a reason, bro.
yeah, but when you think about it, even though this was a down year for them and they was fighting for their playoff life and all the streaks that they had, for you to completely X them out and say, okay, they not in it. Mahomes had to sustain a season-ending injury in order to completely be out of the picture. You see what I'm saying?
I see
Because
what you're saying, but I
because
don't.
he was still fighting for life. He was doing Mahomes shit, bringing them down the
Yeah,
field to
he
get the
was trying.
time score to push this bitch into overtime. You see what I'm saying?
Hey, Jake Paul was fighting for life too.
No, that's that's totally different. That's totally different. You know what I'm saying? We gonna get to that. we gonna get to that depth. That's
Nah,
totally
but
different.
I understand what you're saying, but I don't think they was. They was trying to keep them hopes alive, but I
Uh,
don't think they was really no contenders of winning no chip this year.
nah, they probably wasn't no contenders like they've been. But if we in there, you still gotta deal with us.
Yeah, that's true.
You see what I'm saying? And what I'm saying is, in order to keep them out of it, this had to happen to guarantee that okay, they out of it. For before we could say they out of it, they have no chance. Mahomes had to sustain something like this here because he was bringing them down for the score to push it in OT when this happened. You see what I'm saying? So you can't say, "Oh man, they probably wouldn't have got." They probably wouldn't have, but the man was doing what he normally do, and he normally score in them situations. You see what I'm
Normally,
saying? So
but this year ain't been normal for them. So maybe he wouldn't have scored.
that's your opinion. You can say that. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah.
It's a 50% chance because guess what? They were 6-6. So they've been
So
50,
yeah,
they've
it's
been 50-50 all year. So
50-50 all year.
it was 50-50 that he was gonna get that bitch in there. You know what I'm saying? Oh
Oh,
shit, bro. He a fighter though. Mahomes a fighter. He don't look like,
oh, most definitely.
you know what I'm saying? Just
Most
looking at him,
definitely.
a stand-up dude. He don't look like a fighter, but he a gangster though.
Nah, yeah,
Uh,
he do not like to lose.
yeah, he gonna come back. He gonna come back with it.
Mm-hmm.
You think Andy and them still gonna be there? Because well, he got a whole he could be can he be ready for the season?
I think he can be ready for the season, but it's one of them things. Do you want to bring him back? He- so me personally, looking at like how people had them kind of injuries and they're not the same into the second year back. Me personally, I am going into the draft or I am going into free agency looking for just someone to get me through maybe 5-6 weeks of next season. Maybe the first quarter of next season. And if they're doing good, shit, the first half of next season. But I'm trying to keep Patrick out as long as I can.
Yeah, as long as you could. Let him get
Um,
as healthy as he can get, as
yes,
confident as he can get,
yes,
and then bring him
yes,
back.
yes.
So
Cause
next season, you do expect him to be back next season.
yeah, I think he can be back next season. Yes, as we just said, he a fighter. Shit, he had the surgery the same goddamn night, not if not the next day.
Yeah,
I thought you had to wait for the swelling to go down.
they got all kind of shit they do now. Suck that swelling right about that
Shit,
bitch.
must have or something, cause goddamn.
Put
And
something on you,
like,
knock that swelling right on about that bitch.
cause I thought you had to wait for swelling to go down before you operate on something. But hey, that happens a lot
That's
with athletes though. They
that's what
they
they
have
was.
an injury and
I
then the
guess.
same night they're in the hospital.
I guess that's what they tell you when you ain't got that A1 insurance. Cause
That must be what it is.
when I went for that toothache, I told him take it out. He was like, "Man, what's wrong?" I said, "Man, these they got to come out both of them, the top and the bottom."
Mm-hmm.
He was like, you had a did you have a what that is, man? When you go get an exam, did you have an exam yet? I say, nah. It started hurting me a couple days ago, man. I got tired of it, bro. I just couldn't handle it no more. And you know how I go when the toothache,
Yeah.
that bitch got to come out. One of us got to die. You know what I'm saying? That bitch got to come out, man. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, well, I mean, swelling and you got to have an exam first. Well, doc, you got to do something about this.
See what I'm
You got to
saying?
do
They could pull your tooth out because of swelling.
nah. He's
Yeah.
like, nah, you can't
It's something
pull it
about
out.
it's something
You
about
got to do something
that
about this here, doc.
insurance or something they got, man. Gotta be.
Yeah, but they got to come up out of it. The antibiotics knock the swelling down, though. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get it up out of here, though, Mike. Mahomes come back next year, and if whoever they go out there and get can hold it down, shit, they could be right back in the mix.
Yeah, they can for sure. Now,
Right back.
I feel like
But what you do about Kelsey though?
let him go.
Damn, man, boy, you cold.
What?
You cold. Mike, if I played for you, bro, we'll have some words, man. You got open door policy?
Bro, you was just contemplating retirement last year. You
But
knew last.
I'm saying, do you got open door policy?
Yeah,
Yeah, your shit gonna be fucked up.
That big will always be open, huh?
Your shit gonna be fucked up. Well, what we gonna do about Kelsey? Yeah, let him go. What, man? All the pain I done took for you, and you gonna throw me the curve like that?
Bro,
Okay.
I ain't. Hey, bro, it's
You got
business,
open door
bro.
policy?
Hey, bro, you know, like, let's talk about it.
Yeah.
We lost. We definitely lost at least one game because of Kelsey this year. As a Chief owner, the game where that we was down in the red zone, Patrick Mahomes threw it at his waist or whatever. He turned around, the ball was right there, and it popped off his hands, and they picked it off. We lost that game because of you. I don't know what your mind was. I don't know if it was on Taylor Swift and getting married. I don't know where it was, but it wasn't here. And it haven't been here half of the year. You really just turned it on at the end of the year. It's gonna take you that long to get going next year? Because if so, we don't need that. I'm gonna just be honest with you. You have with your history, the Pro Bowls and stuff. You gotta upgrade.
Yeah,
You gotta upgrade your resume every year, bro. You have been great as a Chief. You are always welcome in the building. You need a job. You want to be a coordinator. You want to be wherever you want to. You name it. You got it. But as far as being on this team, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you, Travis. I ain't see it this year. I ain't see the same Travis this year that I saw last year. I don't know if it's because we was losing. You was a little frustrated. Because I did see you go off on the sidelines a couple times. You know what I'm saying? I also saw Andy Reid getting your ass one time this year too on the sideline. So what is it? What we doing? Arms hurting a little bit. You can't get out your stands like you used to. Just let me know.
Maybe rest. Maybe that's what it is. Because you got to remember, them boys been running for about 5 or 6 years strong.
You right. But so is Patrick. So is Isaiah Pacheco.
And Pacheco been banged up a lot.
He has.
You know what I'm saying?
I was gonna get to him next.
It's a difference when you standing back there throwing the ball and when you running routes and blocking every play. Now don't compare them to running quarterbacks because Mahomes he turned into a running quarterback,
but he avoids most hits. He avoids most big hits running.
Yeah, he avoids most big hits, but for the most part, Mahomes is a pocket passer.
Yes,
you see what I'm saying? So you not using as much juice as these dudes at skill positions using, because especially the tight end, I got to block in the run game. You see what I'm saying? I got to fight off linebackers when I'm trying to get out on these routes. You see what I'm saying? So I got to get out there and be physical every play. That's different from me saying, hey, go. You know what I'm saying?
So it's just that fast every play, huh? Every play get the ball get thrown in 2-3 seconds every time. I don't get hit back here at all. Huh?
You do.
By these big 300-pound motherfuckers running at me full speed.
Yeah, you do. But when we comparing how much wear and tear one position taking over another position, that tight end taking a lot more wear and tear over this same 7-year run that we had than the quarterback has taken.
Yeah.
Plus that tight end, his skill set diminishes faster than that quarterback.
True. Also.
You see what I'm saying? So maybe a little rest, couple of what month this is? This December, man. It's about to be Christmas. God damn. So even they still got 2 games left,
Yeah.
but they basically resting right now. They just going through the
Mm-hmm.
motions now. You see what I'm saying? So you get a little bit of December, and then you get January, February, March. So you're getting about an extra 2.5 months of rest than you've gotten over the last 7 years. So that might make a difference, for their body and their mindset. You know what I'm saying? For somebody like Kelsey, anyway, get a little extra rest, renew your mind, that type of shit. Have a full off season. You see what I'm saying? And then come back fresh.
Yep. So you saying your body beat up? Your
Huh,
body
huh.
wouldn't beat up. Your body wouldn't beat up when we won them 3 championships back to back to back. I ain't hear nothing about that then.
Yeah, but time, man, time takes a toll on you.
Yeah, time takes a toll on everybody. And we can say out of these last, so the first 3 years you ain't said nothing about I ain't hear nothing about. I'm tired, coach. I need some months off, coach. We winning too much, coach.
Man,
I
the
be
man was
now.
younger. He was younger, and he didn't have as much wear and tear on his body.
I
I'm just
understand all
saying.
that.
He a little older, and the run is probably warmed down a little bit, and so you probably seeing it now. If you come in the next season and your first 5 games is and you look the same as you looked last year, then okay, yeah, it's over. It's probably over. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not. I gotta give him a chance at a full off season of rest, relaxation, recharge, regroup, and come back. I can't just you know switch up on you after you gave me one down season. One down season.
It really ain't even a down season.
It's not. So he's still
Nah.
around 1,000 yards.
He like at about 800. Let me see. Let me see. Kelsey ain't having a, a down season in his terms, yeah.
Well, yeah, that's why everybody talking. He might have lost a step and all that shit.
Yeah, he got 803 with two games left. Fuck around there
Yeah,
and
he
get
can fuck
200
around and get
yards.
1,000.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Um
but he hasn't been as effective as Kelsey normally would be.
yes, that's
But
true.
so that's why I'm saying, maybe a little extra rest, regroup, you know what I'm saying, and then come back next season. Let's see. That's if I'm the owner, I'm
Bro,
gonna give you the benefit of the doubt to shake back next year. You know what I'm saying? Because I care about my players.
I care about mine too, but also I got a job. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you the owner.
And that's still
You
my
know,
job. I'm the owner of
nah,
this team.
it's not your job. It's your it's
So it's
your
a hobby.
yeah, it's your yeah,
My extracurricular activity.
yeah, that's what it is.
Man, this dude.
That's what it is. You in the billionaires club, man. That's y'all doing this shit for fun.
But I still have to make sure the team's getting. I still have to make sure the merchandise is getting sold, the tickets is getting sold right. The merchandise ain't too high so people can buy it. The tickets ain't too high so people can buy it. The relocation and all that. I gotta make sure we got the right head coach up in there, the right staff up in there. That's still my job, bro.
Not really.
All right, but
Not really, cause this ain't mad.
hey, that's what I was talking about too. Gotta make
This
sure the
ain't
ticket
mad,
prices
my
right.
boy. You ain't gotta do all that as the owner in real life. You got people in place for that, man.
Right. 'Cause- 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 'cause-
You go to your owner's box, man. You just show shit, enjoy the product that's on the field. But as an owner, you can say to your GM, hey man, look, we're not doing nothing with Kelsey. He probably just got a down here. Let's give him a whole off season to shake back, and let's see, halfway through the season next year, let's see what he look like. That's
I'm
what you can
seeing
do as an owner.
I'm seeing where his mindset at. If he's still on that, I don't know this year.
Oh well, yeah, of course. But assuming he want to play, then that's how I would approach it if I was the owner.
Yeah, okay. If he
You know what I'm
want to
saying?
play, okay, yeah.
But if he's still like, man, I don't know, I gotta see, then you probably gonna have to come up with some type of other plans to make
Yeah,
sure,
because
if he do retire,
he had 1 foot out the door.
be straight. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
But yeah, the other team that got eliminated this week, them Cowboys, huh?
Yeah, them fucking Cowboys.
But that's crazy though, because their offense is so good this year.
They really is. You can't take shit away from the offense.
You can't take nothing from them.
You
It's
can't take
the
nothing.
defense is just as opposite as good as the offense is. The defense is that much worse.
Yep. Yep. And they've had some spells where they've been competent enough, you know what I'm saying, to pull out some wins. But for the most part, them boys been a no show. You know what I'm saying? And that's cool with me because, I don't really rock with Dallas anyway.
Oh,
You
it's
see what I'm
cool with
saying?
me too because I'm a Packers fan.
Yeah.
When we ain't got to worry about Dallas. We cool. We good.
Yeah, yeah. And it goes to show you, bro. You need a GM, bro. Jerry got to get that shit up.
Yeah.
He got to give it up
Him
because
and the Browns owner.
because you further away from a championship now than you've been in the last couple of years, and you wasn't that close then. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But he not gonna give it up he because he want him one, and that's
He
cool. You
bleed.
can want you one because he don't the ones that he got when with yeah, but the coach man
Oh, I forget his name, bro.
shit man, it's gonna come to me. But when they had him there,
Tom Landry,
no, not Tom Landry.
the one before that.
After Landry, I believe. God damn. Man. Anyway, I'm looking at the dude with fucking face came and called his
Me too. Bears. No,
not
Jimmy
Barris
Johnson.
Wilson.
Jimmy
Jimmy
Johnson.
Johnson.
Jimmy
Yes.
Johnson. Jimmy Johnson.
Jimmy Johnson. The ones he got with Jimmy Johnson, he don't feel those. Those he don't see those as championships that he was a part of that he won. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because,
Yeah.
he wanted the credit for the shit, even though Jimmy
Mm-hmm.
Johnson, made it do what it do. So that's what his whole drive been ever since. I'm gonna build a team that's gonna win a chip. You see what I'm saying? I'm a half coach their ass too, because I'm a GM them and I'm a coach to coach. You see what I'm saying? I'm a, being the coach, yeah, do this, don't do that, do this, don't do that type shit. Man, you don't know football good enough to do it. That's the thing.
No.
You see what I'm saying? You don't know football good enough to do it, and you got too much pride. You feel what I'm saying? You you fucks up when your pride get in the way. You let dudes go, or you don't sign dudes because of your pride. Think about this here, bro. If coaches had as much pride as Jerry Jones have, it'd be a lot of coaches that ain't got no chips.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Because you got buku problem players, evil players, you know what I'm saying? Diva quarterbacks that you got to deal with as a coach, especially on, top-notch teams. You got to put your pride aside and say, man, look, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, he this or he that, but he also gonna be one of them dudes that's gonna get us to where we need to go. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not about to just cut the man or trade him. Now some people do, but the coaches, the real coaches, they know how to separate that personal shit from what we doing on the field. Let's go ahead on and win. I understand, you this kind of dude or whatever, whatever. Okay, cool. Go out there and continue to produce, and I'm gonna deal with it. You see what I'm saying? Jerry, nah, he got too much pride. That's why he ain't gonna win. And he got too much pride and not enough football acumen to put together a championship team. Straight up. I don't care how long you done coach the team, how long you done own the team. It don't matter. You see what I'm saying? It don't matter how long you done own them, how long you done GM for 'em. You don't know enough football to put together a championship team. Period. You see what I'm saying? That's just like a
Mm-hmm.
lot of them the analysts, football analysts and pundits and shit. You see what I'm saying? Oh man, I've been covering football for 25 years. I know this and I know that. It's like, dude, when you think about it, we all been covering football for 20, 30 years. If you're a lifetime football fan, you've been covering this shit for 20, 30 years too. I've been covering football for down to 30, 40 years. About 35 years to be, you know what I'm saying, since like 92. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I ain't worked for now organization. I ain't worked for now media outlet. You see what I'm saying? But what do? They watch the goddamn game and write about it. That's all you're doing. You see what I'm saying? So if you get all of your expertise, you see what I'm saying? That would allow you to be called some type of guru or some type of important player in the game because you watched the game and wrote articles about it. Well, fuck, I watched this motherfucker since '92. You see what I'm saying? So I've
Yeah.
been covering the game too. I got just as much knowledge as you motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? That should be tripping me out, bro, when they say that. Oh man, I've been covering the game, for 20 years and I've been doing this here. So I know about this and about that. Like, dude, we all been covering the damn game. We all do that. Fuck. But I don't think Jerry got enough, bro. That's why the Cowboys ain't gonna never get over. He ain't got enough football acumen. He ain't got enough know-how to put together a team. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I I agree with you. I agree with you. I don't think he got enough know-how either. You
What
saw the
about
the Dolphins benching Tua?
yeah. Yeah, I saw that, bro. And you know what that said? That said you got one foot out the door when they do you that.
You think he on the out? He ready to get him out of there? The team and the coaches want him out of there for sure.
Well, yeah, I think with him, I don't know if he ready to get up out of there.
Yeah, that's what I was
But
saying.
but yeah, the franchise, I think they ready for him to get up out of there. 'Cause once you bench your franchise quarterback, that's one foot out the door.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? That's one foot out the door. Especially if you don't bring him back no more this year. That's one foot out the door right there. So, and the landscape, I don't know who would be willing to trade for the dude with his type of injury history, knowing that you one concussion away, one tackle away from getting the concussion. You see what I'm
Being a
saying? So
vegetable.
yeah, man, that's tough, double.
Yeah.
That's tough. That Tua situation, I don't know how that's gonna play out out there in Miami.
Yeah, I don't know either, bro. I then he's small. His arm is not the best. Um, yeah, so I don't see him. He gonna be a backup from now on. So he gonna get picked up from somewhere, but he gonna be a backup.
And then how do you get picked up? Do they release you? Because I don't know what his contract look like, how much more
Oh yeah,
guaranteed money he got. So,
yeah. I
you
was
know what I'm
I
saying?
was just thinking
Or
the same. Yeah,
or are you just willing to accept? But see, this is the thing too though. Miami could say, well, look, man, we'll take a second and a third for him. They can say that if they want to. But what team is willing to take on the money? That's the thing. You see what I'm saying? Because we'll give you a second and a third, but we got to take on the money. You know what I mean? That's what's gonna be tough, bro. Who willing to take on the money, knowing the risk?
all right, let's see what they're saying. The Dolphins close. Dolphins holds the bench to a song of love for the rest of the 2025 season in favor of the rookie quarterback Quinn Ewers, who will make his first career start Sunday versus the Bengals. You got any encouraging words for Quinn Ewers, bro? Quinn Ewers?
Uh, do your thing, bro. Go out there and do your thing. Play with the same confidence you played with at Texas when they brung that young dude in that everybody felt, was gonna take your spot because he was the next thing, and you held his ass off for 2 years. You see what I'm saying? Play with that. Play with that. You know what I'm saying? And you'll be all right because I like Quinn Ewers at Texas. I like
Yeah, I did. He was all
him,
right.
Yeah.
All I gotta say, just go out there, be you, bro. Be yourself.
Mhm.
Um, just make sure you're prepared. Stay ready so you ain't gotta get ready. That's
Yeah.
all I got to say. All right, now this is what we was looking for. The tricky part of trading Valoa is his contract. He is guaranteed $54 million next year, but cutting him this offseason would set up a $99.2 million dead cap hit.
You can't cut him. That's out. $100 million?
Dead
You can't cut
and
him.
dead money.
Yeah, you can't cut him.
Yeah.
And he got a $54 million cap hit next season.
And they say offseason will set up a $99.2 million cap hit, 67 point in parentheses, it got 67.4 million of dead money in 2026, then 31.8 million in 2027 over the next two seasons, which would be the NFL record after over the Broncos' $85 million release of Russell Wilson 2 years ago.
Yeah, bro.
I mean,
If
what you
you,
thinking? 99 million, you cutting them?
I'm not cutting him. I'm not cutting him. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. If you watch this, whoever that's a gangsta ass contract. Tua got a good ass contract. You know what I'm saying? That's first and foremost. He ain't worried about shit. For somebody with the injury history that he had, he got a gangsta ass contract. You see what I'm saying?
The Dolphins was desperate, bro.
Yeah, bro, but god damn. So watch this. If we keep him, he gonna hit us for 54 mil.
Yep.
If we cut him,
He gonna hit us for 64,
he gonna hit us for
67 million
67 this year
this year
and
and
30
31 the
something
next.
next year.
So you rather take, is this just 54 just this year? What he getting paid next year?
Probably around another 50 because
Yeah, it's 200 million plus. So yeah, it's probably about average 50 something. So yeah,
so you gotta figure out a way to trade him. But think about it. But that's what I said. Who gonna be willing to take on that contract? Nobody.
nobody. Not for no
Nobody.
backup.
Nobody.
Not f-
Oh hell no.
not for you finna put him in as a
Nah.
backup.
Nah.
You
Ain't
know what
nobody
I'm
taking
saying?
it.
Nah.
You damn sure ain't taking it for no backup like you say. And you're not taking it as a starter because he one fall away. You see what I'm saying? You gotta every time this dude gets sacked, I gotta worry or he scramble, I gotta worry about, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know, he one situation away, bro. If I'm a franchise, I don't want that.
Yeah, me neither.
You know what I'm saying? So they stuck. Miami stuck. Tua
Yeah.
ain't going nowhere. He ain't going nowhere. Miami stuck. The GM will get fired before Tua goes.
What can't they do it something where like you can trade them, but we pay this amount and y'all pay another amount or some shit like that?
Yeah, well, they kind of half and half that shit.
Yeah.
That might be possible.
Still,
That's
I don't want to even do that.
yeah. I mean,
Honestly.
you still paying $25 million for a backup quarterback.
Yeah. I don't even want to do that.
Nah, it ain't worth doing that. It ain't worth doing that. You know.
Not for a
Uh,
tour.
they stuck.
Yeah, they definitely stuck.
They stuck like Chuck, partner. They they stuck, Mike. Damn, that contract a lot tight. That thing.
So, well, can they? Do they even have money to go and get? You know, like free agency or whatever.
I'm not sure, bro, because you got your quarterback making 54 million. Uh, don't they got to pay Jalen Water this year? I'm not sure, you know, where they sitting there, but they stuck like Chuck with Tua. That's for sure. They stuck
Yeah.
like Chuck with Tua, you know. But this the thing though, is the Ravens stuck like Chuck with Harbaugh
Why you say with Harbaugh?
because what you gonna do? You ain't getting rid of Lamar. You see what I'm saying? You ain't getting rid of Lamar, bro. You probably about to miss the playoffs. Lamar legacy is on the line
Why you say his legacy on the line for missing the playoffs?
because Lamar need a ring, bro. He need a championship, bro.
But Josh
Now,
Allen ain't got one either.
I'm finna say this. I should have prefaced this, but I'm gonna say this. I'm not the one that feels like in order for you to have a gangsta ass legacy, you gotta win a championship in your career. But for the sake of argument, you see what I'm saying? This is
Mm-hmm.
a podcast. We got time to kill. You see what I'm saying? We got time to run an app. So since we running the app, what the Ravens gonna do? Or do you just chalk this up as a down season? Because we got a squad. On paper, we got a gangster squad. They didn't live up to their names on paper. We had a little mishaps. You see what I'm saying? We had some injuries with Lamar. This been a different year for Derrick Henry for as fumbling the ball. You see what I'm saying? The defense, man, them boys playing like they had already had their tickets booked in the preseason. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So do you chalk this up as a down year? Or do you look at it and say, well, look, we know Lamar ain't going nowhere. Most of our top dudes ain't going nowhere. We feel like we got a team. Maybe we need a regime change.
I say, I say you chalk this up as a down year, but you still address what needs to be addressed. Your
What's that?
offensive line need to be addressed, and your defense need to be addressed. Your linebackers and your secondary. Roquan Smith, I mean, he's probably gonna be a Hall of Famer, but he can't guard nobody to save his life right now.
Down year, bro.
No, no,
Or
no, no, no.
is he
That
just
ain't got
missing a
nothing to
step?
do with down year. Yeah, he a little old, bro. He getting a little old. Like a Hall of Famer, hell of a career, but Roquan a little old now. He probably about closer to your age. Uh, them DBs, the DBs been terrible the past 2-3 years now. Kyle Hamilton is the one bright spot on that defense. Marlon Humphrey can be another bright spot on the defense, but at times he's another dark spot. Uh,
Dark spot there.
uh, so I think you do chalk this year up as a down year. Lamar did get hurt. Some players that has been hurt came back. Keaton Mitchell, um, and some other players, but I feel like you do need to address at least the defense in the offseason. If you don't address the line, at least your secondary. Because you got to be able to cover.
So you want to get rid of some of them dudes back there?
You keep Kyle Hamilton and you keep Marlon Humphrey, right?
Mm.
And I mean, like I said, Roquan a good run stopper, but he ain't guarding nobody right now. Um, you see what you can get out of the draft. See what you can get out of the draft. I'll try to give you some hybrid type linebackers out of the draft to be able to help with coverage as well. See what I can get out of free agency. See if somebody, a big name come to me for some cheap money, and go from there, bro. But we need to address them points I said, the O-line, the linebackers, and the secondary. Or you can address the O-line and the D-line. You get more pressure on the quarterback, your secondary ain't got to hold up as long. So, one of the two.
So you keeping the same regime. You just trying to tweak the team a little bit.
Yeah, because the regime don't need to be. That's basically like starting over from scratch. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're
Cause
not trying
then
to start over.
yeah, cause now we got to come into that learning the new offensive scheme and
Yeah,
all of this type
yeah.
of
See,
shit.
we ain't trying to start over from scratch right now while Lamar in his prime. We
Yeah.
just trying to. We are trying to, like you say, tweak it a little bit to see what's gonna work. This year we're gonna tweak this and this, see if that worked. Okay, that didn't work. Now let's tweak this and this. And if it really comes to be a problem, then yeah, John Harbaugh, Jim, whichever one you use, you gotta go.
And I will say this too, bro. Figure out what is the problem with not running the ball.
Ooh, yeah, Ty Monken, yes.
You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? What's the problem with not running the ball, bro? The statistics show that when we run the ball
We
20
win.
something times a game, we W's.
We win.
You see what I'm saying? So
With Big King Henry back here,
yeah, we got
you
King
you
Henry.
you got lightning and thunder in your backfield, and we running the ball 12 times. Come on, man.
Foolish, man. But they get $10 million a year to figure this shit out. You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean, hey, bro. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
You
Because
got you
like
gotta run the rock.
when you run the ball 20 or more times a game, yeah, they usually win the game. So yeah, maybe Ty Monkey don't like winning. Maybe he don't like doing the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he don't like being boring. Maybe he like to be pretty. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, but the running game ain't boring when you bowling over motherfuckers for 5, 6 yards a pop.
He
That's
said he trying to
exciting.
get
You know what I'm
he trying to
saying?
get he trying to get a 40-yard bomb for a touchdown. Is what he said.
Yeah,
Zay
he gonna
Flowers,
try to find another job
Zay
and keep
for
doing
real,
some dumb shit like that.
for
You know what I'm
real.
saying? You basically bench um Derrick Henry in the fourth quarter. You know what I'm saying?
Uh,
The man is think he had like 19 carries for 120 something yards at that point, and you got a whole fourth quarter left, and he don't get a touch, and you up double digits.
I don't know, bro.
What you doing,
Couldn't be me.
man? Tripping, bro.
Could not be me. Derrick Henry
That's
be touching that
it,
motherfucker down there 30 times a game.
yeah. And see, and then when you look at this thing from another angle, bro, and most people not gonna look at it from this angle because most of them is in bed with sports betting and all of that shit.
Hmm.
You see what I'm saying? Like most um podcasts and all that shit, at least your mainstreams anyway.
Yeah,
You're not gonna look at it from the perspective of, say, bro, that's kind of fishy. It's kind of fishy. You see what I'm saying?
yeah.
It's kind of fishy. Derrick Henry going off in this bitch. He had 120 something yards. We got a whole full quarter and we up double digits. We running the ball is what matter of fact. We is gonna run it. We just gonna take him out. Like, hold the fuck up, man. Who told y'all to do this? Because think about this here, bro. These sports betting companies, they are partners. They partners with the league. They partners with these franchises. See what I'm saying?
Hmm.
It's one thing to say, you know, okay, it's cool, we're gonna allow sports betting to be, to take place. We ain't gonna trip on, you know, the sports betting culture. It's another thing to partner with their ass. You see what I'm saying? That means our best interest and your best interest is tied together. You see what I'm saying? So if something going on your side that ain't in your best interest, you got a direct line to any big dog that's running any game in the league at any time. See what I'm saying? And you can make that phone call or send that message on that satellite phone that can't be traced and say, hey, look, sit Derek down. See what I'm saying? We got $40 million. If this, we got to give up $40 million if this boy cross 150 yards. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Come on, man. It's too much money on the line. It's too much money on the line, bro. That's all I'm saying. That's what I see. It's too much money on the line. This strange shit like this here. Come on, man. Somebody say, bro. On one end, it's like, like, damn, man, they even shot Derek down, man. That's fucked up, bro. That's man, they stupid, bro. Why would they do stupid shit like that? We could sit down and say it like that. On the other end of this thing, Vegas, like, whew, man, say, hey, bro, sit his ass down. Yeah, you could run it. That's cool. We ain't at risk for too much money if you have a certain amount of rushing yards as a team. We don't need him to get 150 though. You know what I'm saying? We got $50 million on the line on that. Okay, cool. Y'all do y'all thing. And then on another end of it, it's somebody that's like, hold on, man, what y'all doing? Why Derek ain't in it? Come on, man, don't do me this. Oh, here they go with this bullshit. Yeah, baby. All I need is 25 yards. You got a whole fourth quarter and they up 10 and they done bench Derrick Henry. That man got a stack on the line. You see what I'm saying? Couple of $100 on the line. You don't know what he done put on the line. You see what I'm saying? And y'all about to cheat these people out their motherfucking money. That's what I don't appreciate. That's what I don't appreciate, Mike, but that's how I'm seeing it. You feel what I'm
Okay,
saying?
I see what you're saying.
I
You can
should,
see it like that.
call it a halftime rant or whatever you want to call it.
You can see it like that. I can see why you see it like that.
Yeah.
But what about the simple fact of Lamar just got hurt again, right?
Mhm.
Did Lamar get hurt that game?
Yeah, he got a back injury.
We up 10. We are in the playoffs. We don't need our starting running back to get hurt.
They not in the playoffs.
Well, shit, we won this game. We got this game sold up. We still in the hunt, right?
They lost.
They lost?
Yeah, they was up 10 in the fourth. You would
No way
expect
they
them to win.
no way
They
they lost.
fucking lost, man. That's why it's a big thing about it, because they lost. Yeah. Yeah, come on over to the other side, bro.
They was playing the Patriots.
Yeah, they lost, man.
Mm, mm. I don't know, bro.
It's different now.
Yeah, I don't know.
You see what I'm saying? That's why it's so much bullshit. Like, man, come on, man. What is y'all doing? But I think they, they counting them duckers, man. They counting them duckers, bro. That's why, I used to mess with it, you know what I'm saying? And every now and then I'll mess with it. But man, I'm not putting no more than $5. I'm
Yeah,
not putting no more than $5.
I really don't put no more than about $5-6 on about a 10 leg.
Yeah, I'm trying to hit the lottery on there.
Yeah.
Y'all about to put up the money. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I ain't putting up shit. Y'all put up the money. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, they partners, bro. Ain't nobody about to lose out in that partnership. Now, would it be people that hit? Yes, it would be people that hit. People hit every day. It's a combination that's gonna hit every day. You see what I'm saying? But in certain situations where Vegas gonna be at risk of losing what they would consider to be a lot of money, man, bro, they partner is the goddamn NFL. All they gotta do is pick up the phone.
Yeah.
Hey man, look, no more field goals. No more field goals for Arizona. All right. Then somehow Arizona ain't gonna kick no more fucking field goals. You see what I'm saying? So like, what the fuck, man? Bitches got in field goal range twice and went for it on fourth down. Both times. Stupid motherfucker. And wonder why they lost the game. You see what I'm saying? All I need them to do was to kick one more fucking field goal. And I'd have won. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck off. I think that fourth quarter Henry shit was on some high level Vegas shit right there. Straight up. That's what that was, man. That was a money call. The money call, Mike, bro. We need him to sit. Straight up.
We
Now,
need him to sit.
now
We
see
about to-
your mainstream podcast, they can't say this. Cause they running commercials. You know what I'm saying? Do your hot picks and all that kind of shit. So they can't come out and say no shit like this here. You know what I'm saying? But when you ain't got no filter, you see what I'm saying? Like the market in the game, when you ain't got no filter, you can call it exactly how you see it. Straight up.
Um, but speaking of getting sat down, How you like that Jake Paul fight, bro?
Man, I was hoping you go there.
And speaking of bet, how about I bet $70 on that mother to win?
On who?
Jake!
Man, you foolish with it.
I am foolish, bro. I am foolish.
You foolish with it. You
I
bought
was
the hype.
praying. I was praying for a miracle. I ain't lying.
Yeah, you bought the hype, boy.
It was a last minute
So-
thing. I'm sitting there watching the highlights. You know how they show the highlights of them the shit before they come out. I'm watching it. I'm like, boy, Jake Paul talking that shit. Oh, okay.
So did
Man.
you know who boy was? Who he fought?
Anthony Joshua?
Anthony Joshua?
I had heard about him, but I ain't really paid no attention.
Yeah, you didn't know who he was. That's why you betted on Jake.
But no. So this what it was. I see him because I'm watching the women's box before them, and the women was they was throwing them things, boy. But so then I'm watching they little pre-show or whatever, and I opened up FanDuel, and that bitch said Jake Paul plus 1,000. I said, boy, I gotta put some money on this nigga. I said, boy, I gotta put some money on this nigga.
How much you would have won?
That'd have been a good little 700 too.
Yeah. And what you thought? What you thought when you saw that boy fall to his knees more times than a Vegas night walker?
And not even that. What I thought when the bell rung in the first round and I saw him running around the ring, I said, "Oh my!"
Well, that was his game plan.
I know.
That was his game plan to, use his legs, move around, try to stay out the way of them fucking Hercules punches that was coming at his ass. You know what I'm saying? But he ain't have enough stamina.
At
You
all.
ain't got enough stamina, dude. You a heavyweight. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got enough stamina to run for 10 rounds.
They was doing 8.
8. Yeah, you ain't have enough stamina to run for 8 rounds.
Yeah, nah. He was done after about 4.5, 5. He was done.
Mm-hmm. Shit,
He was
man,
done.
that boy, that fight was. It was now. I'm gonna say this. The fight was embarrassingly entertaining. It was embarrassingly entertaining. You feel what I'm saying?
Yes.
You probably gonna have a lot of people saying, well, it was a good fight. You got to, Jake Paul had enough heart to get out there and do this, do whatever.
Fuck all that. See, I don't like that type of shit.
It was
the moral victories and he had enough. Nobody give up.
That was
He ran the whole fight. He didn't have heart to do shit. He ran the whole fight.
Exactly. And
I could have went up in there and did that.
He was an embarrassment because, man, you went to your knees, bro, early in the fight. Before he got he got tired early in the fucking weight. I think he was falling to his knees probably like the second round. Every time they clinch, he on his fucking knees, on his fucking knees. You know what I'm saying? Like a Vegas night walker, man. Damn.
Referee had to stop that shit and say, "Hey, bro, ain't nobody pay for that."
Yeah, fight. Man, come on, fight, man. You about to get $100 million for this, man. Take these motherfucking punches.
Facts.
You done got Netflix and bought this goddamn fight. You got all these people that came out to this arena. Everybody sitting on their damn couches. You know what I'm saying? And you pleading the fifth every time you get close to this man. You dropping to your knees, praising Allah. You know what I'm saying?
On your bicycle.
Ah, man, get your ass up and take these motherfuckers, man. You got $100 million coming. Take them bitches.
Running around a ring like a toddler, man.
Yeah. That's what made it entertaining because it's like, I know he gonna get caught, but when is he gonna get his ass caught? You see what I'm saying?
And see, my thing, once he made it to round 6, I'm like, okay. maybe
Maybe
Joshua
he
gonna
gonna
get
make it.
tired
Yeah.
and he gonna land one and it's gonna be over with. That's what I would hope.
Oh, well, Jay gonna get lucky and hit him with a lucky.
Yeah, land
Yeah.
one and it's gonna be over with. Cause all it takes is one in boxing, MMA. All it takes is one.
Yeah, one good one to stun your ass, and then I can get 2, 3 more off and
Yeah,
in the
all it takes
fight.
is
You
one.
know.
But that ain't happening. I'm guessing you ain't see the Anderson Silva versus Tyron Woodley fight before that, huh?
Yeah, the knockout.
You saw it?
Yeah, I saw all of them.
Man, that what happened. That's what happened with Tyron Woodley. Anderson Silva hit him with that uppercut.
Yeah,
That boy said.
yeah. Anderson put his ass down. Shit. And the dude that was calling the fight, he said exactly that. He like, man, because it wasn't a lot going on
Yeah,
in
it
the fight.
wasn't. It wasn't a lot going
And
on
he
like the
was
first
like,
two rounds.
he was like, man, I know it looked like it's not a lot going on. They could be throwing a lot more punches, but in
He
the
did
Anderson
say that.
Silva fight,
He
that's
did say
how it
that.
be. It looked like it's not a lot going on, then all of a sudden, boom, boom, and it's over with.
He did say that. He did. He
Yes,
sure
sir.
did say that shit. I do remember
Yeah.
him saying that.
And before that boy words got cold, like the more people say. Words ain't went cold. Before his words got cold, boom, boom, it was
Boom,
over.
boom. Tyron Woodley on his face.
Put him on his ass, man.
And then he gets up and he's standing there and the ref was like, all right, let's go. And Anderson Silva coming in and Tyron Woodley just still standing there and the ref was like, all right, let's go.
Yeah, you
And then
gotta stop this.
yeah, and then he finally did it again. He like, all right, hold on. Something ain't right. Something Tyron, you tripping.
Yeah. But it wasn't a bad card neither though. That the card was a good card.
Yeah, I liked all three fights. It was only 3 fights, huh?
They had the silver fight. They had
Alicia Baumgartner.
yeah. I thought she should have knocked her girl ass out.
Hey, I thought she should have too, but she was
That
kind of taking it slow too. She seemed like a counter puncher as well to me.
yeah, cause see the thing about it is this was a 3-minute 12-round fight.
Yeah, the same
Women the
yeah,
same as
women
men.
don't
Women
women
don't
don't
usually do that.
yeah.
So she was being cautious, you know what I'm saying, to
Yeah.
make sure she keeping up in the tank to last the whole fight. You see what I'm saying? You know, but I thought when she dropped old girl at the end of what round it was, like the 5th or the 6th round, when she dropped old girl right for the bell one,
Mm-hmm.
I thought she was gonna come out and finish her off because she was ready to go. Old girl was ready to go. You know what I'm saying? If she would have just came out and just, you know,
Mm-hmm.
drop bombs on the motherfucking ass, she probably could have got up out of there. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it was cool. That was a good fight. That
Man,
first fight, I can't remember who fought that first fight, but that was a straight fight too, though. Uh,
they had one before Anderson Silva now?
yeah, they had one before that. Yeah, and I was kind of glad to see the knockout in the Jake Paul fight.
A lot of people was.
Yeah, because you know I was starting to think like you was thinking though. When it got to the 6th, I'm like, man, this dude probably gonna make it to a fucking decision. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know, and nah, man, don't knock his ass out, man. Fuck that. Make him eat them bitches. You know, Anthony Joshua, he wanted to knock out from the first, but you running though. You see what I'm saying? I can't really run you down. You know, so that boy ran out of gas. Shit, it's up there now. Now you're gonna have to try to duck and dodge. You see what I'm saying? You can't run. You gotta bob and weave now. Gotta duck and dodge these heavy bitches.
Can't even keep your hands up no more.
Yep. So it ended up being a good fight. Excitingly an embarrassing, exciting fight is what I would call it. But he could draw that bread though. But he can't go back to heavyweight, Mike.
I don't think he can. I don't think. I mean, honestly, bro, I think he just gotta go down to maybe cruiserweight or something.
Yeah, he have to. If he want to continue to draw crowds, he
Yeah.
got to go to his weight class. And he's not gonna be able to hang in his weight class. You know why? Because they more skilled and they faster and they in better shape. You see what I'm saying? You know, you ain't gonna be able to hang in that weight class because they skilled, they fast, and they in better shape. But he probably could find some up and comers or some old timers in that weight class that he could fight. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But you can't do heavyweight no more because nigga ain't gonna believe that shit.
Yeah, nah.
Nigga ain't gonna believe that shit. So the Christmas Day game, bro. What your prediction is? Let's see what they got going on.
Christmas Day.
Say we gonna have to start picking up on that basketball season, bro. After these Christmas games.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because that's what it's really about to be. Football finna slow down, and then the season's finna be over. So we got Commanders and Cowboys. I got Cowboys. Jaden Daniels not playing right now.
Yeah.
I got Cowboys in that one. Lions, Vikings. I got Lions in that one.
They need it. They need it. And that might not be enough for them to get in the playoffs. But they need it. So yeah, Detroit should take that game.
Yeah. Chiefs, Broncos. That one already.
Yeah, Broncos gonna run over there.
Yeah, but no Patrick Mahomes. Broncos been playing some ball,
No
bro.
Patrick Mahomes and no Gardner Minshew.
Bro, speaking of, let's talk about. So remember I told you a couple weeks ago, I was like, we're gonna talk about who should be your boy. I was talking about Sean Payton. You think he can get a chip up in Denver?
Sean Payton?
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this. The last time Sean Payton had an 11-game win streak, he won a chip
Hey, bro, so it's looking good for
in
him
the
right
Big
now.
Easy. You know what I'm saying? So
What's the Big Easy? New Orleans?
yeah, man. New Orleans, my G. Saints.
That,
Where the
that was
Saints
like
march in at.
that was like a decade ago. That
Last,
was actually a decade and 3 years ago. That was like 2012, huh? 2011?
when we won it,
Yeah.
we won it. Just know that. It was longer than that, but we won.
2009.
Yeah. Felt like yesterday though, my boy.
I hear you.
For a real Saints fan, that motherfucking Super Bowl felt like yesterday, baby. I'm telling you, Mike, you cannot ask a real Saints fan. Well, you looking at one right now, so I'm telling you from experience. A real Saints fan, they still feel that Super Bowl.
You remember where you was when they won the Super Bowl?
Hell yeah, I still got the feeling. You see what I'm saying? I'm feeling it right now. Shit, I'm feeling it right now. Damn near 20 years ago, and I'm feeling it right now. You know what I'm saying? Shit, man. This a smile I had right here. Look at it. This a fucking smile I had, man. When Tracy Porter was taking that bitch back.
Hey, yeah, because he picked that thing off.
You
I
know what
ain't
I'm saying?
lying,
It's over
boy.
with. Shit,
He picked them up. He picked Payton off so smooth.
Yeah. And the thing about it, bro, that was his second pick like that. He did it in the NFC Championship game too.
So yeah,
Closed that bitch off with a pick.
You remember vividly, huh?
Yeah, man. Shit, we rolled. That's when we marched in. You know what I'm saying?
and ain't marched in since.
And don't spoil it for me. You know what I'm saying? Shit, bro, it was Mike, man. That was hell of a bro. That was hell of
Nah,
a bro.
I'm already knowing, but I think
See, if you ever been a fan of a team that won a Super Bowl, like this my team. If you was ever a fan of a team that won a Super Bowl, man, you especially if this they own the Super Bowl, you not about you still feel that you ain't gonna forget where you was at, what you was doing, what it was like. You see what I'm saying? You ain't never experienced that yet, but you go see, you go see. You hopped on the bandwagon, when they was already there.
I did.
You see what I'm saying? They ain't been back since.
I ain't been back since.
That goes to show you with that bandwagon shit. Anyway, what the fuck we were talking about, man? How we got to my Saints, man?
Denver Broncos and Sean Payton winning the championship.
Oh yeah. So I wouldn't be surprised if he take them boys, man.
Shit, the way
Because
they playing, I wouldn't be surprised at this point either.
yeah, shit, they doing their thing, bro. They definitely doing
Yeah.
their thing. Um, fuck, I can't. I'm trying to find some faults, bro, but I really can't
Yeah,
see.
you really can't.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe the playoffs. And it's gonna be Bo Nix first time in the playoffs, right? They didn't make the playoffs last year, did they?
No, and they wait, hold up, did they? Because they had Bo last year because they
Yeah,
had
they
Russell
had
2
Bo,
years
but I
ago.
don't think they made the playoffs.
They might have. I don't know, bro.
So but the playoffs is a little bit different, a little bit different atmosphere. Pressure is thick. So we'll see how he perform in the playoffs. But other than that, they got the coaching that it takes to win one.
Nah, yeah, they had to make the playoffs last year, Dad. They was 10-7. It was 10-7 last year.
Yeah, but they in the same division as Kansas City
Yeah, they was 10-7. Chargers was 11-7. I mean 11-6.
and the Chiefs.
Yeah, they was in the wild card. Yeah, Chiefs was 15-2. They was in the wild card.
Oh, okay. So Bo got one. He got one game experience under his belt. So we'll see though. We're gonna see because they gonna be in that bit.
Yeah, I think they'll put up. I think they gonna. I say if they make it past the second round, I'm gonna go divisional conference championship. I ain't gonna give them Super Bowl yet, cause I feel like they like my Packer team. Like they gotta go there. They're a little young. They gotta go there and experience it first before they just win that bitch.
All the
In
way
my
to the
opinion.
top.
Yeah, man. Matthew Stafford might mess around there and get him one this year, bro. Andy Dalton might. I mean, not Andy Dalton. Sam Darnold might mess around there and get him one, man.
Yeah, that Seahawks could get in that bitch, sneak in their way in there. Man, speaking about that though, is based on how the AFC then played out, this season, and still yet to be determined if Baltimore gonna make it. Because in order for Baltimore to make it, they gotta win out, and they need Pittsburgh to lose out. But here's the catch: they gotta
They play
play
each other.
Pittsburgh the last game. So if Pittsburgh lose this week coming up, and Baltimore win, it's a battle for the division in the last game. You see what I'm saying?
That happened.
Me too. Me too. And this is the thing. Let's say Lamar don't make it. Let's say they don't make it, right? Because already, I'm thinking, Josh Allen, the pressure on him is going up as the weeks pass because
Yeah, this year for sure.
because Mahomes ain't in it. Lamar probably not gonna be in it. We still gotta wait and see. Pittsburgh was never really a threat to you over the last 4, 5, 6 years anyway. You see what I'm saying? Burrow ain't in it. Who else? Nobody that's been a problem to your path to the Super Bowl is in it.
Yeah, nah.
You see what I'm saying?
But
It's
now
like
this year, he better watch
huh?
out for them Patriots and Drake May.
Yeah, but this the thing though, Mike. You is the only big dog left.
Yeah.
If we look at the past 5 years or so, right? It's been in the AFC, battling for the AFC. It's been Lamar, Mahomes, Josh Allen, and then if Burrow healthy, maybe the Bengals could pull something off.
Let me ask you this.
Go ahead. We got a whole podcast, man. You can ask me whatever you want, bro.
Why do
More.
we consider Josh Allen a big dog? What have he done for us to consider him a big dog?
Well, he's been consistently playing at a high level, and he's been consistently getting his team to the playoffs, but he hadn't been punching through. You see what I'm saying? You've been
Mm-hmm.
consistently knocking on the door of these other big dogs trying to get through. You see what I'm saying? And if you fuck around and beat one, the other one knock you out. Or you beat him, the other one knock you out. You see what I'm saying? So out of all the other teams in the AFC, it's really been Mahomes, Lamar, and Josh Allen, left standing at the end. And like I say, Burrow had it 1 year, maybe 2 years out of his reign where he been, fighting for a, a conference championship or some shit like that. But it's consistently been them dudes.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
But I ask again, when you compare him to Patrick has Super Bowls. When
Right,
you compare him to Lamar has 2 MVPs and should have been the third.
right,
When you compare him to Joe has been to a Super Bowl.
right.
So, like, yes, Josh Allen is a hell of a player, hell of a talent, great player. I love him. I love watching him play. But when you say big dog, I can't. And this is the media personality Mike talking right now, right?
Mm,
When you say big dog, I can't put him in the upper echelon of them quarterbacks right now because, like you say, he beat one, the other one knock him out. You know what I'm saying? Every year he beat Joe, Patrick knock him out. He beat Patrick, Joe knock. You know what I'm saying? Like, when are you ever gonna stand at the top of the mountain and be like, I knocked all y'all down? You feel what I'm saying?
yeah, I feel what you're saying. Um,
So he's definitely close. If you want to say they're in the house, he's literally knocking at the door. If they in the
yeah,
house, he knocking at the door.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying he's far off, but when you
he's
start
knocking at the
saying,
door.
yeah, when you start saying big dog and comparing Nate, you know what I'm saying?
And
Patrick
see,
got Super Bowls, Joe been to a Super Bowl, and Lamar got 2 MVPs and should have been a third. That's just,
Yeah, and see, I take into consideration his consistency of play. You know what I'm saying? His play been at
Hmm.
a high level, and he consistently got his team, in the playoffs and knocking at the door. You see what I'm saying? But see, that's another reason why I say though the pressure is going up on him every week because as these dudes fall out your way, you shouldn't. It's like you got a green light all the way to the Super Bowl. You see what I'm saying? Because the problems that used to be in your way ain't your problem no more. You probably ain't much gotta play these dudes. You gotta now you of course you gotta play somebody that's gonna be good enough to get to that point, but they don't have the experience that you got. You've been fighting this fight for 4 years. They just getting here. Seattle, we ain't seen Seattle since the pick. You know what I'm saying? Um, who else in the AFC? New England. We ain't seen them since Brady. Who else out there that could probably run? Oh, Denver. We ain't seen that since Peyton or Brock Osweiler, whichever one you want to say. You
He
know what
said
I'm saying?
Brock Osweiler.
Yeah. So the the teams you got to face when you do get to the championship game, man, them people ain't been there in decades. You see what I'm saying? You've been fighting this fight for 4 years, and the dudes you've been losing to is out the way. So you should the door you ain't much got to kick it down no more. It's open. You see what I'm saying? That's how I
Hmm.
feel. You ain't got no more excuses because okay, you lost to Mahomes probably twice. Everybody lose to Mahomes.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? So it ain't really a bad thing. I mean, it's enough, but it's like, come on, man. We all lost to Jordan. You see what I'm saying? I wasn't the only one getting my ass. We all lost to Jordan. You see what I'm saying? Lamar beat you. It's like, well, I mean, come on. That's Lamar. You see what I'm saying? You know,
But then Joe beat you and be like, well, that's Joe.
that's Joe. That's Joe.
But still at the same time, you supposed to be one of them. Shit,
You
that's
do.
Josh.
You
You know what I'm
do.
saying?
You do. And that's why I'm saying this here. That's why I'm saying. All the people you had a problem with, gone.
Yeah.
So if you can't walk through that door now that it's open, because you ain't much got to knock no more, it's just wide open. If you can't walk through that door now that it's open, then we seriously got to take a look at Josh Allen and say, he might not be the dude. Is he the dude to carry the torch for the Buffalo Bills and keep them relevant and keep them in it? Hell yeah, he is. But is he the dude to get them back to the Super Bowl? Um, like Jim Kelly. You see
Oh,
what I'm saying?
yeah.
The Jim Kelly day. Yeah, they lost 4 straight, but they got 4 straight. They got there 4 times in a row. You see what I'm saying? So, is he the dude to bring that type of shit back? If he
I hope
can't do it
not
this
losing
year, he
four
probably
straight.
ain't gonna. But I mean, what I'm saying is you gotta get there to lose.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
I,
So
I heard that before. Hold up. I heard that before. I want to say it was in basketball, though.
yeah, man, you gotta get there to lose, bro. So, getting there gotta mean something. And I I value getting there. You know what I'm saying? It's value in getting there. You know,
I see that, but as one who was on the athlete side, it's cool to get there, but shit, what's the point of coming all the way this far doing all this goddamn practice? We ain't gonna win this bitch.
Yeah, but think about this too, though. Ain't like we not trying to win this bitch.
Yeah,
We
that's right.
trying to win it.
Okay, yeah, okay. So I'm gonna say this. Sometime, if I get blown out, okay, there was nothing I can do. There was nothing I could do. They was just better than us. There was nothing I could do. If it's a close game, then it's like, fuck. What could we have done on this situation or in this situation to make it? You know what I'm saying? To have won the game. So I'd rather get blew out than it be a close game.
I see I see where you're coming from with it.
I'd rather get blew out.
Yeah, that close game that loss gonna hurt a lot.
Yeah,
It gonna sting a lot.
there's gonna be a lot of ifs and
Yeah.
yeah, you know what I'm saying. But if
Blown
you
out
get
is like
blown
shit.
out,
We ain't got a chance, man. I ain't putting
shit,
on. We ain't
yeah,
got a chance.
hell no.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. But it's still value in getting there. You see what I'm saying? Because at least man, I got to that bitch. And by getting there, that let me know whether, gave me a chance to win a championship. You see what I'm saying? A lot of teams and a lot of players don't even have a chance to win that bitch. You see what I'm saying? Because the only ones that have a chance at winning the championship, cause I mean, we gonna say it throughout the year, man. You think them boys, shit, they got a shot. Man, you think them boys, man, they got a shot. They playing good so far, man. It's only 2 teams that got a shot at winning the championship every year, and that's the 2 teams that actually make it to the championship. Everybody else don't even have a chance. You see what I'm saying? That's why I value making it. I don't give a fuck if you make it 5, 6 times in a row and you lose all 5 or 6. I had 5 or 6 chances. You see what I'm saying? Me making it through a whole conference. Think about what the Bills did, bro. With Thurman Thomas and Jim Kelly. You make it through a whole conference 4 times in a row and get to the Super Bowl. That shit gotta count for something. You know what I mean? That count but to me, that count for something. As a football purist, that counts for something.
I hear you, bro. But as the athlete in that position, we done made it here 4 times in a row and we ain't win that 4 times, man. Fuck this shit. I'm ready to crash out.
All right, so with that same athlete perspective, you've got to the championship, the AFC championship game 4 times in a row and didn't win neither one of them. How you feel?
Pissed
Why?
because we lost. I don't like losing in general. Matter of fact, how close was the games?
It don't matter, man. You lost. You got blew out in the summer and you lost close games than others. However you want to dress it up.
Well, you know me, I just told you, if it's a close game, then I'm a little hurt. If it's a blowout, then we couldn't do shit about it. Me, one person wasn't going to change that perspective, so.
So tell me this. Let's just say the rest of your career, I mean, you get to the playoffs a couple times, but you never make it back to the championship game, and you never get a chance to play in the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Would you be thinking like, man, if we would have won one of them motherfucking championship games, but we'd have at least had a chance to play for a Super Bowl, man? You know what I'm saying? I at least had a chance to be in a Super Bowl game. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I
God,
get
don't cut yourself because I saw your lips brace a little bit.
No. I get where you're coming from, but I don't dwell on the past. Everything happens for a reason, whether it's good or bad, bro.
Well, all right. So hold on now. You don't dwell on the past, but you just got to say it. If I lost 4 championships and they were close games, I'll be thinking like, man, what could
At
we
that
done
point,
different? What could we done
at
different? That's
at that
dwelling on the
point,
past.
right after the game, you know what I'm
It's
saying?
still the
After the
past.
game,
It's the
you're
past.
right. You're right. Right after the game, maybe 2 weeks after, chilling with the team.
That's deep in the past.
You know what I'm saying? Talking, hey boy, if we would have did that play, man, yeah, we probably still be playing.
Yeah.
Tony do it sometime right now. Be like, man, if we would have beat Norman, man, we'll still be in the playoffs right now. Nigga, we 27 and 28 years old. We would not still be in high school. But I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying.
But you do dwell on the past.
No, I don't dwell on the past, me personally.
Whatever, man. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. But
And then me knowing me, if I was in that position, I'd be the Josh Allen. So shit, it ain't much more I can do. Fuck, I just scored 6 touchdowns. What the hell y'all gonna do?
for a player to almost get to a Super Bowl and don't make it, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You always gonna have that thing like, damn, man, if I'd have just made one of them bitches, especially if you got that far, one game away. You gonna have that, man, if I would just made one of them bitches. You wouldn't even be tripping that much on winning it. It's like, man, just give me the opportunity to play.
See, nah, hell, if I'm gonna make it, bro. All right, we see. We gotta get some. We gotta take a poll.
Your perspective changes over time. Now, when you in the heat of the moment, then yeah, I could see like, man, look, I don't want playing that bitch if we ain't gonna win. You know what I'm saying? It'd be like that. But as you get older, your perspective change a little bit. It'd be more so like, man, you know what? I'm glad I had the opportunity to play in 4 Super Bowls. I know a bunch of players I know a bunch of dudes that played that didn't even make the playoffs in their career. You see what I'm saying? I was fortunate. That's when motherfuckers start using that word fortunate enough. You see what I'm saying? Man, I was fortunate enough to play for a Super Bowl. I was fortunate enough to play in the playoffs 2 or 3 times in my career. You see what I'm saying? Or I was fortunate enough to play on winning teams. Think about how deep this rabbit hole goes. Some dudes don't never play on a winning team. Like their whole career, they had losing records.
Me damn near. I know.
You see what I'm saying? So your perspective change over time because you start to really dawn on you how hard it is to actually do.
You right.
And so that level of appreciation come in. You know what I'm saying? And for the ones who play long, that level of appreciation start to kick in while they still playing. And they start telling the young niggas that come in this bitch, hey man, look, ain't no bullshitting around, man. Look, ain't no telling when we getting back. It's this year, right here. You see what I'm saying? Especially if we make the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Every game, focus in, man. This shit ain't guaranteed next year. You know, so that's why I say I value, bro, good seasons. Like I was telling you earlier about your Packers, man. Say, bro, I would take 10 wins, 12 wins, 13 wins. I can crank up the grill and, have a good time and shit like that. I'm taking that.
I ain't going for mediocrity, bro. I ain't going for mediocrity.
That ain't mediocrity, bro. That's winning. You know what I'm saying? That's winning, bro. Winning, it's levels to winning.
If you get put out in the second round, what's that?
That's winning. I just told you it's levels to winning.
We just got 2 different mindsets with sports, and because I don't like to lose, bro. Like I don't care if I make it to the. I don't like to lose.
All right, so
I'd rather not make it there. I'd rather not even have that patch on my jersey that say Super Bowl. I'd rather not even have none of that. If I'm losing, if I ain't got no ring to show for it, I'd rather not have none of that.
So let's equate winning to life, right?
Okay.
And we could, matter of fact, we could equate the different levels of winning to the stock market, right? I can buy a stock option. You could buy a stock option. You see what I'm saying? I can make 20% gains on my stock option. Cash that bitch in, let me get them profit. You can make 50% on your option. You see what I'm saying? Let me cash that in. Let me get my profits. Did I lose? You see what I'm saying? Somebody else could make 100% returns on their stock option. They done doubled their money. Because they doubled their money, do that mean we lost or we was mediocre? It's levels to winning.
That ain't, hold on. That ain't got nothing to do with, making money ain't nothing to do with wins and losses.
I'm finna equate it for you. I'll keep
going. I'm still waiting for it.
Because I said it's levels to winning, right?
Mm-hmm.
The same way, okay, this dude made a 20% profit on his option. Somebody else made a 50% profit. Somebody else made a 100% profit. See what I'm saying? So that 100% profit, they hit the lottery. They doubled their money.
Mm-hmm.
He made it to the Super Bowl. He won. The dude that made a 50% return, he got knocked out in the second round. The one that made a 20% return, he got knocked out in the wild card. You see what I'm saying? It's levels to all of them won because all of them were successful in their journey. The journey was to make a profit, right or wrong. So all of them profited. Now, when you equate this to football, right, in a different levels of winning, you see what I'm saying? The journey is to do what? The number one goal for every team is to do what?
Win the Super Bowl.
Nope. Make the playoffs.
Win the Super Bowl.
No, it's not. No, it's not, Mike. You know why? You know why it's not? You know why it's not to win the Super Bowl? Because you can't win the Super Bowl unless you first get to the dance. So the number one thing is in the division and let's get in the dance. Then we worry about the Super Bowl. You see what I'm saying? That's the number one thing. So if I can get through this gauntlet of a season and I can win my division and make the playoffs, that's a plus season right there. That's a profit. Because we done made it out. Now, if I can get to a championship game, that's even more profit. And if I can get to the Super Bowl, that's even more profit. And if I can win, well, that's the grand finale. That's the different levels of winning. Every team that made the playoffs, they won. They made it to the postseason. If they don't accomplish all their goals, they accomplish one of them. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying.
So why do we knock teams for making it to the playoffs and getting dropped out in the first round?
Because we have a culture.
Why do we? Because nobody likes to lose.
Nah, I'm not debating.
We're not trying to build a losing culture. Like that's you think you won because you made it to the playoffs? No, you didn't win shit.
See, I'm not debating.
You didn't win nothing.
I ain't debating that people don't like to lose. That's a perspective that anybody can have. They choose to have that perspective. What I'm saying is,
there's different levels to winning.
It's different levels to winning. Just because you lost that playoff game and you losing that playoff game caused you not to have a shot at winning the big game, which was the Super Bowl. Right?
Yes.
In actuality, in totality, it does not make you a loser. You lost that game, but you are not a loser.
I wish 90% of the world saw things your way, but they don't.
I understand.
That makes you a loser. Like what?
It don't. It don't make you a loser.
It makes you a loser. Like even if you go to the Super Bowl and you lose, guess what? You were the first loser. Like that. From growing up,
Nah.
you make it to the championship and lose, you're the first one to lose. Yes. You're second place. I'd rather be nothing at all if I'm gonna be second place.
Nah, you're
Come
not
on, bro.
putting it like this.
We got different. We're gonna agree to disagree there because I can't see it as we winning that some kind of win. Like, no, we want to win a Super Bowl. Like, we don't come here to win just to make it to the playoffs. We don't come here and practice for 18 weeks just to make it to the playoffs and be like, oh yeah, we made it to the playoffs. That's cool. Next year we're gonna try to do better. No, like, we try to make it to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you trying to make it to the Super Bowl, but it's different levels to winning.
I understand there's different levels to winning.
You may not win the whole thing, but you won something. It's different levels to winning, bro.
I wish athletes saw it your way. I wish athletes saw it your way.
Yeah, but see, they train not to see it like that.
Because nobody likes to lose. That's what I'm telling you. I understand there's different levels to winning, but if we gonna win for this long, I want to win the whole thing.
Of course,
that's what I'm telling you as an athlete's perspective. Athletes don't think that we made it to the playoffs. Good victory for us. See them next year. We'll make it to the playoffs again next year. No, that's not what we want as an athlete.
So tell me this: 90% of the NFL and the NBA and MLB, golf, tennis, and any other sport, 90% of the competitors in any sport is losers.
Basically, yes. If you want to take it if you want to take what I said and make it that way, yes.
No. I didn't take anything and I didn't make it anyway. You said if you don't win the championship, you was the first loser.
I said if you make it to the ship and win and lose, you're the first loser. And I said nobody likes to lose. So if we're gonna make it to the playoffs, I don't want to lose. I'm not finna make it to the playoffs, lose and be like, oh, that's cool. We made it to the playoffs. That's what I'm saying. We're not doing that. Okay, you talk about there's different levels to winning. Yes, there are different levels to winning. But as an athlete, I'm not looking at it that way. I'm not looking at it, oh, we made it to the playoffs. We won in some way. No, we don't care about making it to the playoffs. We want to make it to the Super Bowl and win it.
You do want to make it to the Super Bowl and win it. You do want to. I understand the mentality.
Obviously you don't.
No, watch this here. Because see, it's competitors in more than just sports. Because see, I'm a competitor in life. You see what I'm saying? So when you're a competitor in life, you compete with everything. So I compete with more than the football and the basketball.
But we're not talking about life. We're talking about sports.
But see, that's what I just told you. It's different levels to winning. You see what I'm saying? So watch this here. If I'm in the market and I don't become a Warren Buffett as a trader, but I end up $1 million trader at some point, am I a loser? I'm not a loser. I just wasn't as
and other things, bro.
Mike,
if I make it to the playoffs,
watch yourself.
You can't equate the playoffs to stocks. How is the playoffs and stocks equal?
Just listen. I can equate it because I can understand the parallel. You're not equating it because you not understand the parallel. Because you just stuck on, if I don't win the big prize, I am a loser. You see what I'm saying? And what I'm saying is this. What I'm saying is this. I completely understand somebody whose mindset, if I don't win the big prize, I lost. I can understand that mindset. But I can also understand that it's different levels to winning. You see what I'm saying?
I don't.
You can't understand that because I understand. You can't understand that because you ain't unlocked that level yet. It's different levels to winning. Watch this here. The same way it's different levels to Hall of Famers. You see what I'm saying? You got 200 and something Hall of Famers, but all of them can't stand in the same room. It's levels to the game. It's levels to everything. You see what I'm saying? Everything we do in life is the bigger dogs and the smaller dogs and the smaller dogs. So just because you don't rise to the level of the biggest dog in that field, don't make you a loser. Now, if some people want to have that mindset, then that's cool with them. You see what I'm saying? And it's cool with me that they have it. But I have a mindset that I understand I want to try to be the best I can be. I want to try to break records. I want to try to win the championship in whatever field I'm in. Yes, I do. But I ain't going to sit here and feel like no loser because I didn't make it to the Super Bowl, but I'm making it to the playoffs and the championship games every year. Come on, man. Come on.
We see things differently then.
Yeah, we see it totally different.
Because if I'm making it to the NFC Championship game every year and I'm not making it to the Super Bowl, then yes, I'm feeling like a loser.
Shit, no.
Like, what do we have to do to get over this hump? Doing all this practice and not making it to the Super Bowl. How can we get there? What is we doing? But like, you never played sports, so I think your mic went dead. Yeah, Chad, I don't think I'm gonna get it through his skull, Chad.
Am I back?
Yeah.
Yeah, gotta have them backups, boy. My tech guy, I had to go. My tech guy was over there. He had another mic for me. Yeah. So, damn, what you had? What I was finna say? Oh man, what
I was just you saying I was just saying we just ain't gonna agree because I can't make it to a playoff for a championship game, lose and feel good about myself.
Oh yeah. So I was gonna say this. I understand that, bro, but I'm one to understand that, you know, whether I'm competing in sports or I'm competing in life. You see what I'm saying? It's more to it than the grand prize. You see what I'm saying?
But in sports, is there really more to it than winning?
Well, let's see. You being able to play the sport that you've been wanting to play since a kid at the highest level, that's a win.
We're not talking about those type of things. I'm talking about the grand scheme of football or any sports is to win, right?
Right.
So what are we talking about? How do I feel good about myself for losing if the grand scheme of any sport is to win?
Watch this, Mike. When you take a sport, right? Or you take anything and you narrow this thing down to one outcome, only one particular outcome can make me feel good about doing this thing. Then what you do is you really kill yourself in a sense. You hinder yourself in a sense because watch this here. And what's gonna happen is you're going to get burnt out and frustrated with the game. No matter if it's the game of life or it's sports. Because you're not going to, especially when we're talking about sports, you're not going to win the Super Bowl every year. So watch this here. By your measurement, if I play 10 years in the NFL, I make the playoffs, or I make it to the Super Bowl, because playoffs don't even count. I make it to the Super Bowl one time. I've had one, well, I win the Super Bowl, not even make it. If I win the Super Bowl one time, I've only had one successful year that I actually won. Everything else I did don't even matter no more. Everything else was like, so what? See, I don't see. Your whole argument is
as a person, as a player, or as a team.
As a player, your whole argument is if I don't win a Super Bowl, then I'm a loser. I play the game to win a Super Bowl. If not, then I lose. My thing is, I look at, the game of winning, whether it's in sports or in life, from a bigger perspective. I don't narrow it down to where I gotta be the best trader in the world or else I was shit. No. I'm gonna appreciate the fact that I can even trade on a higher level. I'm gonna appreciate the fact that I've made it to whatever level that I've gotten to at whatever point. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna appreciate these small wins on the way up and small wins on the way down. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna appreciate the whole journey up and down the ladder. I'm not gonna sit back and just be miserable every day, all year, because I'm not being the best of the best every time. It's like, nah, dude, come on, man. It's more to watch this here. You say what's more to the game than winning? A lot of shit.
Like what? Name me something.
Okay, watch this here. What's the number one thing that players always say they miss about the game when they gone?
Camaraderie.
Exactly. That's what's more to the game. That's one of the things right there. You see what I'm saying? Think about this here. You got a fucking Tom Brady, 7-time champion. One of the major things he missed about the game is the camaraderie. He ain't say, oh, well, yeah, win the Super Bowl every year. It's the camaraderie, bro. These are players that's saying this, not me. So they don't sit back and say after it's all over with whether they won in your perspective or not. They don't say, win the Super Bowl, man, I miss just winning the Super Bowl, whooping people's ass. Nah, they miss playing the game. They don't say I miss winning at the game. They say I miss playing the game. I miss the camaraderie with the players. You see what I'm saying? But that's why I say, as you get older, you start to see things from a different perspective. So you start to appreciate a broader perspective of the game. When you're young, you come in with that mindset of, either we win or we don't. Nah. You know what I'm saying? Because that type of mindset, you will start to hate the game. Because like I just say, 90% don't win.
That's true.
So if that's the mindset, then you're going to burn out. You're going to be frustrated. You're going to be pissed off all the time because 90% just don't win.
Okay.
You
said all that like I said, you can't enjoy the little wins on the way up. All I said was, I'm not finna be happy about myself or saying, yay, we did something good if we're losing the first round.
Do that. You
said there's different levels to winning, right?
Exactly.
I said, I'm not finna be rah-rah just because I make it to the first round of the playoffs and lose.
Did I say you should do that?
That's a disappointment.
Did I say you should do that?
So what has we been talking about the whole time? That's been my point the whole time.
And my point the whole time was understanding that it's different levels to winning.
And I understand that. But I'm not finna make it as an athlete. I'm not gonna make it to the playoffs, lose in the first round, and be like, "Oh, it's okay. We had a great
Nobody
journey.
doing that,
We
bro.
was
Nobody doing that.
okay." So
Nobody
what
doing
you
that.
saying?
Nobody say you should do that. What I'm saying is, I'm not about to be pissed off and upset every year that I don't make it because there's different levels to winning. I understand there's different levels to winning. I'm not saying I'm about to go out on a parade. I'm not about to be, smiling, leaving the locker room and all that shit. But I understand the different levels to winning. So I'm not about to be all upset, pissed off, like nothing else matters. You see what I'm saying? Like, man, I play the game to win the championship. Nothing else matters. So I don't want to. It's just I'm a loser. Like you say, I'm a loser.
In football, yes, you are.
Nah. You know what? The player that think like that is a loser. The one who don't think like that is not.
Well, I hate to see the one that don't think like
You see
that.
what I'm
What he's
saying?
doing?
Nah,
Because
because
if you don't want to win every game, then I don't know what you're doing.
but see, watch this here though. You don't have to think that you're a loser because you don't win every game. Understand this, Mike. The games are counted. I got 17. What makes me a loser is if I lose most of them. What makes me a winner is if I win most of them. You see what I'm saying? So just because I don't feel like I'm a loser because because I didn't have a chance to win the the Super Bowl. Nah, my G, I got 15 wins. We got 17 wins. We made it to the second round. So because watch this here. So because I don't feel like I'm a loser,
Congratulations.
it's a problem. Because I don't feel like I'm a loser.
I don't have no problem with the way you feel. But as an athlete, the athlete in me, I'm not going to be sitting there doing this because I got 17 wins.
Nobody asking you to clap. Nobody asking you to jump for joy.
Your levels of winning is suggesting, I'm going to clap for 17 wins in the long.
No, it's not. My levels of winning is simply understanding. That's all it is. It's simply understanding. I'm not asking nobody to smile about it, nobody to do nothing. It's just simply understanding. That's see, that's why I was explaining. That's why I use life and explaining these other things. You see what I'm saying? It's just simply understanding that it's different levels of winning. You see what I'm saying? No, I didn't win the big game, and I want to win the big game. That's what I'm out here breaking my body up for. You see what I'm saying? But at the same time, I done gave it all I got, and I ain't win the big game. But along that process of me trying to reach the moon, I landed in the stars somewhere. You see what I'm saying? And I would be a dumbass to not appreciate landing in the stars because I didn't reach the moon. It's like, come on.
So you're talking about in life, right?
I'm talking about in the game. The moon is the Super Bowl. The stars are the playoffs. You see what I'm saying? See.
So again, you're going to sit here and applaud because you made it to the start. You made it to the playoffs.
Who is applauding? It's perspective and understanding. That's all it is. Where you keep getting applauding from?
What happened to Buffalo's coach that made it to the Super Bowl 4 times in a row and didn't win?
I don't know. I almost know who the coach was.
I'm gonna go find out for you. Let's see if the ownership thought about the same thing. We taking the moral victories. We made it here, so hey, let's just keep doing it.
See, you can look at what happened to a bunch of coaches that make the playoffs and make it to the Super Bowl and don't win. You see what I'm saying? I bet you this. The only coach that I know of that ever got fired the same year he won a Super Bowl was Jimmy Jones. He won back-to-back Super Bowls and got fired by the Cowboys, by Jerry Jones. And the Cowboys ain't been back since. So that should tell you right there. You should have had a better perspective. You see what I'm saying? You should have had a better perspective.
Yeah. Why this shit so hard to find? '86 to '97, right?
What's that?
What years was it Super Bowls?
Oh, the Bills?
Super Bowls in January 91, 92, 93, 94, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So he went to the Super Bowl 4 years in a row, right? And 3 years later they got rid of him. Well, they didn't get rid of him. I'm not gonna say that. They moved him to a general manager's, right?
If that's what rules say.
Yeah, 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 yeah. That what it say. Oh, hold on. Yeah, general manager 2006 and 2007. So they didn't even move him to a general manager spot right after he was coach. They moved him to a general manager spot 10 years after. So our perspective thing, right? If this man that led us to the Super Bowl 4 years in a row, right? Obviously he's doing something right, right? We're only gonna give him another 3 years to see if he can continue doing what he's doing. We're not gonna keep him around for a little longer. We're not gonna, or if he got too old, I don't know how old he was.
Uh-huh.
We're not gonna bring him into the general manager spot right then and there because obviously he was doing something right, right?
Huh?
He was doing something right when going to Super Bowl 4 years in a row, right? So why we cut ties with him? Or why? I'm not
Well,
gonna say we because
well,
I'm not a Bills fan. Why they cut ties with him?
well, look at look at those 3 years that they did make the Super Bowl. Maybe something happened right there. You see what I'm saying? Maybe, you know, they ain't moving to the general manager position, after he stopped coaching because he done some other shit. We don't know the context around it. You see what I'm saying? We don't know the context around it. But that still don't what
I bet I can tell you why.
tell me, go ahead.
Because the quarterback left. His last season was in 1996.
Okay. So when the quarterback left, the coach left, that's what you saying, or what?
Matter of fact, hold up. He 1980. They joined the same year actually. Jim Kelly and his coach joined the same year, 1986. Okay, so he was coach. Yeah, Jim Kelly either retired or left because he left in 1996. He stopped coaching the Buffalo Bills in 1997.
We don't, like I say, we don't know the context around it. You see what I'm saying? But see, either way it go, either way it go, that don't negate the fact. This ain't even an idea or nothing. This a fact. It don't negate the fact that it's different levels to winning. You see what I'm saying? People use the phrase that, man, there's levels to everything. They use that phrase for a reason. It's levels to everything because it really is levels to everything. It just depends on the individual's perspective, whether they want to see that there's levels to everything or not. And whether they figure, the different levels to it is satisfactory to them in how they look at it. You see what I'm saying?
No.
All right. So let's say you look at it like, well, not let's say you look at it like, man, it's Super Bowl or bust. That's why I play the game. If I'm not winning, I'm a loser. You see what I'm saying? I don't indulge in no other way of seeing it. It's like, okay, that's your perspective and how you see it. See what I'm saying? That don't negate the fact that it's still levels to winning. And somebody else may adapt that understanding and feel like it's levels to winning. You see what I'm saying? Nah, yes, I wanna go Super Bowl or bust every year. You see what I'm saying? In whatever I do. You see what I'm saying? But I understand that it's levels to the game. And I may not be able to reach that level every time I'm out there. You see what I'm saying? And that don't get me to the point to make me feel like, well, fuck it, I'm gonna lose if I don't reach it every time. You see what I'm saying? Because I understand that there's levels to the game. I may reach it this year, I may not reach it next year. I'm gonna still try to reach it next year. That's my goal. But if I don't, I understand that, okay, I didn't reach that, but I did reach this level. So I'm gonna build on that so I could try to reach that bitch the next level next year. You see what I'm saying? I'm always looking for something positive to build on, to keep that motivation and to keep pushing towards the ultimate goal. That's understanding that it's levels to the game. Matter of fact, watch this. The same perspective that you have on your Green Bay Packers, man, look, I feel like they a good team. They got this, they got that, and I feel like they could make a push, but I don't think they're gonna make it to the Super Bowl this year because they don't have the experience. But the next year, I think they can do it. What you are saying is there's levels to it. They're gonna reach. I expect them to reach this level of success this year because they're young. But after that, I expect them to get to the ultimate level of success.
And let me tell you what I'm saying. I'm saying I'm not going to be happy for them, and they shouldn't be happy for themselves if they don't make it to the Super Bowl. That's all I'm saying.
I'm not saying nothing about happy or sad. What I'm proving is it's levels to winning.
And I understand.
That's it.
And like I said, I'm not going to clap for them just because they made it to the playoffs. That's all I'm saying.
That's cool. But it's levels to winning. See what I'm saying? See, I'm acknowledging the fact that you don't have to be happy because I made it to this level of winning. I'm acknowledging that. I'm not saying you should or you shouldn't. You see what I'm saying? But you can't acknowledge that it's levels to winning, even though you yourself said that your team gonna make it to this level, then next year I expect them to make it to the next level. So in that theory, you acknowledging that it's levels to winning. Way before this conversation even started.
I've been saying I understand your theory the whole time.
Okay.
And I've also been saying I am not going to clap because we make it to the playoffs.
But nobody never asked you to.
You're saying there's levels to winning, meaning, okay, I'm going to just use this year for example. So you're going to take y'all 4 wins and be okay with them 4 wins. Oh, we did something. Maybe we can get 5 wins next year.
By my own metric that I said out of my own mouth, I said the games are
there's levels to winning.
No, there's levels to winning. Listen, because we recording. So we can go back.
Yes.
I said by my own metrics, the games are counted. What makes you a loser and what makes you a winner, if you lose more games than you won, that makes you a loser. If you win more games than you lost, that makes you a winner. You see what I'm saying? So when you bring up my Saints, they are not winners.
So they losing.
They losers this year. They 4-4.
In the ultimate grand scheme of winning, they're losers because they losing.
They losers because they have not crossed the threshold to be a winner. See, that's why.
What's crossing the threshold of being a winner?
I'm finna explain it to you. I just told you, if you win more
They
games. They
won 4 games.
If you win more games.
There was winners of 4 games.
Okay, now you want to play like you don't understand a simple concept.
No, I understand what you're saying.
That's why I broke down. That's why
the threshold of being a winner?
Yes, that's why I broke down. Man, you got a certain amount of games, my G. The same. That's why I brought life into it and I brought stocks into it, right? Watch this here. The only way I can win on a trade is if I'm in a plus. If I spent $100 on the option and I sold it for $90, I can't say I won the trade. I lost. So it's a threshold that I have to cross before I can be a winner. Right or wrong?
You had 3 wins last year as a team. Now you got 4 this year. Is that not something to be happy about? There's levels to winning.
You are not a winner.
There's levels to winning.
It's levels to winning. And I explained to you the levels of winning. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. So now you see what I'm saying about I'm not going to clap for being in the playoffs, right?
No, I don't. No, right. I don't. Because you trying to equate that to a losing team. You cannot equate that to a losing team. You see what I'm saying? I'm saying it's levels to winning. How could you win and you under the threshold of being a winner?
I thought we was taking out small victories, right? We can play this game.
The small victories of being a winner. Watch this here.
Oh, the small victories of being a winner. Only winners can have the grace to have the grace to, oh, I'm happy to play this game.
It's levels to winning.
You're right.
I've been saying it the whole time. It's levels to winning. I never spoke about any losing team or any losing situation and tried to make just of it. Never spoke about it. I said, what's the number one goal every team got going into the season? You said to win a Super Bowl. I said it's to win your division so you can get into the playoffs to have a shot at the Super Bowl. You see what I'm saying? Everybody got to cross that threshold first. You see what I'm saying? When you get into the playoffs, that's one level of winning. When you get to a championship game or the next round, that's another level. When you get to the top, to the big ass, another level. You see what I'm saying? And if you want to look at the threshold is if you win more games than you lost, you are a winner. You had a winning season. Now, I never said at any level, man, you need to clap for that. You got to be proud of yourself. You got to do this. I never specified any way of celebrating it. Never have I did it. It's recorded so you can go back and watch it. I never specified any way to celebrate it. I just said it's levels to winning. And your whole thing was, well, I'm not about to be clapping for it. I'm not about to. I never specified any celebrations. Yeah, that. I just say it's levels to winning. And a losing team is not a winner. You see what I'm saying? That's it.
All right, let's do the outro. Who is this? I've been having to use the bathroom for the past hour.
If you made it this far, then we appreciate you fucking with us. I don't know how long. Damn, this bitch been down there 4 hours. I don't want to know. I don't. Shit. YouTube the only one go accept a whole 4 hours. That's a fucking documentary.
Yeah.
An hour and a half of it is me trying to get you to understand his levels to winning. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
All right, we out, man. And matter of fact, in the comments, Y'all let us know who was right or wrong on this here topic. Because I already know what's happening, man. Straight up. Thank you for tuning in to the Marketing the Game podcast. Remember, the greatest wins start with the smallest plays. Every market has a strategy. Every game has a plan. Until next time, keep your mindset sharp, you move smart, and your game strong. Don't forget to follow, share, and join the conversation. And we appreciate you hanging with us. And on that note, we out this bitch, Mike, bro.
Yo, bro. It's 12 o'clock at night, man.
All right.
All right, dog. You ended it?